true.
Lean him up against Garfield.
Are you the one who brought him here?
Yeah.
I knew it was somebody.
Was 40 Man you?
Yeah.
I think I might have credited that to Matt. I'm sorry.
It's all good. I know Matt.
It's definitely from
equally,
David the Robot, right?
Matt equally appreciates David the Robot as much as
David
we
the
do.
Robot fucking rips, dude. Him and Chris Simpson's artists are like the shit. They're unstoppable, dude. If you want to keep your turkey warm at Thanksgiving, climb in the oven with it. And it just has some ugly looking woman just fucking like spooning with a turkey in an oven. Like, this is great.
That's really funny.
Are you rolling?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the Irrelevant Illiterate Podcast. It is last week was a special week that our third host, could not show up for. So we're having his birthday here. Happy birthday, Mike Murrow. This is from your mother and I.
Aww. I hope it's Malort.
No, there's still plenty over there, though.
You should be so lucky.
Oh, shit. A bottle of Josh. Fucking right.
I want to read the back of it.
And another bottle.
Bottle of Josh.
I went to the fucking liquor store. There's something else in there.
One for now and one for the drive home.
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck around. I got us a corkscrew, too, dude.
Show.
I created my wines as a tribute to my dad, Josh.
Did you get the cups?
No, they're inside.
Dickhead. You're supposed to get the fucking plastic wine glasses.
I forgot all about that until right now.
What a fucking shithead.
This is so much better than a Fudgy the Whale.
Joseph Carr, founder, Josh Sellers. Our Cabernet.
It's not even Josh.
His dad's name is Josh.
You really don't listen to a word I say.
You say, no, I didn't get the cups. You fucking asshole.
It's an homage to his father.
Yeah,
I appreciate
as a
that.
tribute to my dad, Josh. He's always on my mind.
Joshes are never dads.
Apparently they
The
are.
fuck?
Like Cody.
Yeah, it's having a dad named Darren. Like, get out of here.
I've never met an adult named Cody.
It's true. I've never met a Cody over 30.
A Cody old man, yeah.
Oh my God. How weird is it? In a couple decades, there's going to be an 80-year-old Braden.
Oh.
But I went to the dude at Total Wine. I was like, I need to get a bottle of Josh for my boy for his birthday. He's like, red or white? I was like, red? He's like, well, we have this one and this one. Which one do you want? I was like, fuck it. I'll just get both.
That's so funny.
He's like, you want a Cabernet? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I don't know any of that shit means. Do you have the red cups in here?
They're on the table. Somewhere. I'll fish them out since this is my job, actually.
I don't see them.
You're on the outside, guy.
Who is?
You. I'm back here in no man's land. Yeah. I'm glad you're doing that because I really suck at pulling corks out.
I knew I shouldn't have trimmed my nails. I forgot to peel the fucking
Dude, I have a Coke nail
Peel this
that is
fucking
strictly for peeling paint.
diaper off.
Like,
All right, well, go on while I'm
can they
wrestling with
can
this
we,
thing.
they stop doing that too? Do we really have to keep putting cork in wine bottles?
I think so.
That's how you know it's fancy.
Like,
That's how you know it's wine.
it's Josh. You know how much that bottle is? You know how much that bottle of wine is?
$8.
$11.
All right,
It doesn't need a cork. Give us a fucking twist off, Josh. Fucking leg 9.
Leg wine.
Yeah, leg wine's pretty good. No, that was the wrong one. He went to Haile. Oh, he's back, by the way. Farouk.
Where'd he go?
He was off for a while, but he posted a new one the other day. Talk about Abu Amar. Man, Tom's a strong one. Let him do it. He's the one that actually has muscles.
Yeah, I exercise.
So do I, and this thing's fucking not moving.
What's not the screw or the cork itself?
Fucking cork.
Are you sure? It sounds like it is.
It's like, hey, Josh, what gives, bub?
Because the screw can only go down so far.
It.
I'll give it a yank.
Yeah, use those muscles for something.
Give him a tug.
Yeah, I'm good at that. A lot of practice.
That's gonna be my country and western name is Mule Tuggins. I think it's a good one. It's either that or text message. Those are my two.
That's a good one. Right?
Right?
It's not me.
Well, the thing is, like, I don't want to pull so hard that it fucking flies off.
Yeah, you do.
And it spills. I don't need more shit spilled in here.
Do it.
That's red wine, too. You don't want to
do it.
fucking...
Oh, that's what you gotta fucking do.
What?
Oh, is it one of those things where you gotta like... There you go. Ooh, I see. She's crowning.
She's dilating. She's at 8.4 centimeters. Her pussy that big?
You eat pussy like that?
How funny would it be if like somebody actually said that in like a delivery room? My wife pussy how big now? 8 centimeters. I didn't do it.
That was a good
Damn,
fucking
dude.
sound.
What's it called? The people that can pour wine correctly?
Sommeliers.
I thought that was like the taster. Is there?
That's
Same
correct.
people?
It is the taster. Maybe it's the same guy.
So sommelier is the guy that can recommend you like what goes with what.
Yeah.
And all that horse shit.
It has notes of blah blah blah. I like that sound.
There you
too.
go. Why'd it be terrible?
I bet it's probably fine.
I used to go to.
I've had $11 wine before, and it's not bad.
Happy
Cheers.
birthday.
Thanks, brother.
Cheers. It's bad luck. I've heard that it's bad luck to cheers without alcohol.
I don't give a fuck.
I only heard it's bad luck to cheers with water.
Yeah. That actually isn't bad.
No.
It tastes like a $20 bottle of wine. Do you want to sniff the cork? Make it official.
Oh shit.
Jesus.
Thanks, Tom.
Sorry, I'm on notice.
Hardy. Speaking of like people that say shit like that,
Robust.
robust and all that stuff. I was watching a.
Pull. Yeah, there you go. Pull.
It was a commercial
There you
for
go.
a food. I want to say it was a Chick-fil-A sandwich, but describing the taste, they said bold.
No.
And I don't know. As you can tell from looking at me, I'm a connoisseur of food. I have never referred to food as bold ever.
I have, but definitely not a chicken sandwich.
I wouldn't know what that means. As you're like, it tastes bold. I'm like, oh, so it's willing to like cuss out its boss? Like, what the fuck does that
Chicken
mean?
sandwich is aggressive.
It's like, what the fuck does that mean? It's like one thing I like about the spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A is it's bold spicy.
Oh, the spicy one. Well,
I'm like, no, just say it's spicy, you fucking dickhead.
it's
Or
yeah,
just
it's a
say, I like
synonym.
the spices.
As per our initial conversation like an hour ago, you don't need to use fancy words all the time, and you don't need to double talk your vocabulary just to sound smart.
Yeah,
Especially when you're discussing a fast food chicken sandwich.
But even if you are, like, if it's spicy, you can say other spicy related words that aren't fucking bold.
It's zesty.
Yeah, say exactly.
that's an animated word.
That's
Because savory just means salty.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but what the fuck does bold mean in a flavor context?
It means that the herbs and spices are stronger than mild. I don't know.
Just say it has a strong flavor. Why do you
They
gotta fucking...
they truncate it into one word.
I don't know, I hate it. I hate it a lot.
Economy of words. I get
why,
both sides.
That's why I will constantly only fuck with Popeye's chicken sandwich, because I'm like,
listen. If you're like
Those
a
guys keep
published,
it dumb
if
for
you're
me.
a published food critic that has to keep it interesting, I get it. But
Yeah.
most people who are using these $5 words to describe a fucking fast food sandwich ain't
yeah.
that.
If you're describing something from a restaurant that only has like 6 things on the menu, okay, use whatever word you want.
Yeah, if I'm at like a $100 cheese tasting,
Yeah.
I'll use bold.
But if I can pull up and leave and not get out of the car to enjoy your food, don't use that fuck. Just say, yo, it tastes good.
Yeah,
It's
also-
kind of smoky or something like that.
Wow,
You know
this
what I mean?
Big Mac tastes like the other billion Big Macs I've eaten in my lifetime.
And you know-
keep up the good work,
Yeah.
guys.
And you know it's good.
They've
just
done it
eat the
again.
fuck- yeah. You know it's a Big Mac. You know it's going to be good. Just fucking eat it. You know what it's going to taste like.
Man, that fucking
Shout out Mac Sauce, though.
shout out marketing. Shout out marketing too. All that shit is all marketing. The vocabulary.
That's Mark's
shit.
maiden name. It was Mark Itting. Oh, stupid
Okay.
as Fuck.
Nice.
Yuck. Yuck.
I don't even want to hit.
ahead.
I don't even want to
Do
hit
it.
one.
Do it.
I
No.
don't even deserve the car crash.
No. I want it to land.
I'm doing a random one then.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's for you, Johnny.
Oh, fucking. Speaking of the Berber Ding and the new metal thing, after we did that episode where I think Great House wrote in, talking about the new metal bands his brother
Yep.
or whatever listened to.
Yeah.
Did you listen to them?
No, Josh, Leg9, sent me pictures. He went through his CD collection.
His personal collection.
He had
Owned all of
every single one. And like the thing is, like his last text in it was like, well, hey, like you said on the pod, we all start somewhere. I was like, yeah, fair enough, man.
I'm not surprised by that. Not because I think he's a new metal guy, but because I just think he owns every album ever.
That's true too.
or a digital
That
copy of
motherfucker's
it,
just
yeah.
an encyclopedia of everything.
Yes.
So I'm not shocked that he owns a bunch of obscure 90s like 12th tier new metal records.
Like, he leaves a comment on our YouTube every episode of he does basically just takes part in homework. I don't think he listens to it digitally. I think he actually goes out and buys some physical copy, goes home, listens to it.
I know for a fact, if he doesn't buy the physical copy, he will buy it on Bandcamp.
I guarantee you that
he's a big Bandcamp guy.
I guarantee you that dude sniffs vinyl like...
Yeah, didn't he have a backpack full of fucking download codes?
It's right here.
I guarantee
I still have them.
Like, you just sniff that wine cork to find the flavor. That's how he sniffs like vinyl. He's like, this was pressed at the plant in Akron, Ohio.
Now it just smells like wood.
Ooh, let me smell.
Like when people say like food's oaky, that bothers me too.
I hate that.
Like, shut up.
I've never heard oaky to describe food. I've only heard
It smells
oaky.
like a
Fuck
bad
here.
Fig Newton.
I've only heard it to describe wine.
I only use it to fucking describe hill people from Oklahoma. He's an oak.
Fair. Oh,
Stop throwing things. Jeez.
you are all thumbs today.
So aggro today, dude.
It keeps jumping out of my hand. It smells like a bad Fig Newton.
Honestly, this,
I will say,
this is pretty good, actually.
yeah, it's not bad. Shout out Mike Mayo. Compulsed, his
So
new
good.
band, does the fucking boing boing bass,
Yeah.
and it's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Nice. Boing,
Like,
boing.
Yeah.
it fits.
Thing, yeah, the pops. and
It's
shit.
it's like the
He
old
plucks.
Yeah, it's like the
Yeah.
suffocation sound and bass. Like I fuck with it.
A
Yeah.
lot of those old.
It doesn't sound like new metal-y at all.
A lot
No.
of those technical death metal bands will do that occasionally.
Yeah, a pluck is what it's called.
And you'll
Yeah, but it's like some of the Smarty Pants stuff that I don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're not that.
Where the
and they
guys have,
still-
like,
they can still
8-string
pull it
bass.
off.
Or
Yeah.
fretless basses.
I don't think you need 8 strings on a bass, but if you're gonna play all 8 strings,
Please
by
do,
all means.
I'll listen to it too. Origin.
We made fun of the bass player in Dead and Buried when he finally got his own new bass. It was a 5-stringer, and we're like, "Do you really need 5 strings when you only ride the top string?" He's like, "What do you want me to do? Play chords?" And we're like,
Yes.
"Yeah, that'd be sick.
I absolutely
That'd
want
be
that.
fucking sick." And he started playing one of our songs, the chords, and we're like, "Yeah, it sounds so much better." He's like, "Fuck you guys."
It actually literally does.
It does.
That's why
Yes.
when Brandon Watkins was a bass player, just a bass player, he was the best one. All he did was play power chords on the bass.
That's why Unsane is as heavy as it is.
Yeah.
That guy plays fucking full chords.
Shit rules.
Failure
dude.
does that shit too, and it sounds fucking great.
Yeah.
Their bass sounds fucking ridiculous regardless.
Yeah. But yeah, like those old like tech death metal bands, yeah, they would have like 8, 9, 10 string basses, but you could hear every string getting played. It's like, don't get up there and waste strings.
When I saw Origin at Mojo 13 and I watched that guy do it, I was like, he earned every string
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, that Compulsed release is like the newest thing I've heard. That's like, oh, you're doing this way.
That's
and
the
like,
good tech.
It's still
death metal.
good. Like,
Yeah. They know when to dial it back and make it stupid for a minute to keep it from outsmarting you. They're really good. It's really good balance. I like it. Shout out everybody go listen to, I think it's Compulse 666 at Instagram, I believe.
Another interesting fact about their bass player, I work with his mom.
Oh,
She's a teacher in my building.
nice.
Nice.
Shout out Denise.
What does she teach?
Social studies.
Nice, dude.
A good subject. I liked all my social studies teachers, I think. My one from 11th grade became my swimming coach years later when I started doing triathlons. Shout out Mr. Moore.
Mine from like the first 2 years of high school ended up becoming my customer when I was cutting meat at ShopRite. Shout out Ken Reinhardt. Fuck yeah, he was like, he just comes up one day and I just transferred over maybe like 6 months previous. He's just like, McGonagall. And I was like, yo. He's like, see, you landed on your feet. He seriously goes, didn't see that coming.
Yo,
That's
old people
so
love
funny.
hitting you with that.
Well, dude, I was a fuck up in high school. I was terrible in his class.
I
but
love
he's always nice to me.
so much when you have a just good enough relationship, when you're a rabble rouser with your teacher, that interaction is like best case scenario.
Well, I was a bad kid, but I was never like a real problem. I would talk or just not show up, and like I was a clown. I wasn't like malicious.
I think I and my group of friends were the same way.
I got a few teachers to laugh in class, and that's seriously one of my best accomplishments ever.
I did not get that.
Oh,
I had a really cool full circle moment with a teacher that I had when I was a kid last year. My 7th grade talented art teacher was this chick, Kirsten. she was maybe like a year or two fresh out of college. Like she was like a
So she was hot.
She was a fresh-faced new teacher.
Still had hope in her heart.
No comment.
Still had hope in her heart.
And I was like a stereotypical 13-year-old boy.
Horny as a mug.
Horny as a mug, obnoxious as a mug, like just like being like a little rapscallion with my friends in art class. Like
Man,
I was still working and like doing everything that I was supposed to be doing, but I was also being an asshole. So, and I drove this woman up a fucking wall, and like my heart still goes out to her. And like when I started working in that district as an adult and we reconnected, there were a few times like I pulled her aside. I'm like, I just want to tell you, like, I still feel really bad about how I treated you when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Cause like I could have, like, my ceiling was very high and I did just enough to like get by in the beginning. And like, she was one of the first people to like help me realize like, you're a lot more than you lead on.
Yeah.
So, and that always stuck with me too. And last year, as we've discussed on here, I was awarded Teacher of the Year.
Fuck yeah.
Goddamn right you
at
were.
the middle school. She was awarded Teacher of the Year at the high school that she works
Hell
at
yeah,
now.
dude.
So we were at the same ceremony together, and I was just like, damn, like,
Look at us.
I'm like 25 plus years ago. If anybody told either of us that this would be our lives now,
How
like,
funny would it be
we would have laughed in each other's faces.
if she was yelling at you like those years ago, and you're like, you know what?
I was such
you know
a- I
what,
was
Miss
such a
Kirsten?
dickhead.
In a few years, you and I, we're gonna win the same fucking award in the same year.
We're gonna get out of this.
That's what I'm
fucking
saying. Like,
place.
if anybody had said
She
that
would've
to
been
either
like-
one of us
she
in
might have been like,
1995,
I will kill myself.
yeah, she'll be like, I'll fucking kill myself
Yeah.
and everyone here.
It's funny, like that dude, Mr. Reinhardt, he was like, he acknowledged that I was a problem and all that.
McGonagall.
And all that stuff. But I had this one teacher, she was an English teacher, and most teachers are like, all right, fuck off. You know, yeah, you're a little bit funny, but I don't.
Lick it off.
It's like, but you know, shut up. But like, I had this one teacher, Irene Long, right? And she was the one person who's like, I got to figure out how to focus this dum-dum. I didn't have her till I was a senior. Well, 11th grade / senior. I did in the same year. But she's like, you had to do like a senior thesis in English class. Like your final paper has to be on something. You can pick what it is. Mm-hmm. And she had this huge list of things you could pick. Three Stooges was on it. So I was like, dibs. And I actually put a lot of work into it.
It's something you're passionate
And
about.
leading up to
Silly.
it, she was just like, oh, he's really into the Stooges. Because I was, still am.
Rightfully
And
so.
Watch
she's
that
like,
shit every morning, getting ready for school.
Yes, precisely.
Little Rascals and Three Stooges
Yes.
on USA.
And
We're
Dennis the
back to
Menace,
back.
yes.
My dad forced it on me because it was funny.
Yeah.
The Three
But
Stooges.
she's like,
that is.
oh, you like the Stooges. Like, you should check out the Marx Brothers. And she brought me this box set of 5 VHS tapes of 5 of the Marx Brothers movies. A
Nice.
book, like a really thin, but like a picture book about the Marx Brothers and stuff like that. And she was like, really just pushed me like, yeah, do it. Like, and so I was like, this lady's great. She's like, realizes that I'm not an idiot. You know, if you put me in the right direction, I can do things.
That's a real teacher.
So I'm really excited about it. And I run into her also when I'm working for ShopRite. She's a regular customer because, you know, Delaware's tiny. And I'm like, oh, Mrs. Long, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, I love you. It's like, it's me, Dennis McGonigal. She had no fucking clue who I was.
Ooh.
I was so happy to see her and reconnect and ready to tell her how. I was going to start telling me about how much she meant to me and all that stuff, and how like she's the only teacher that didn't realize I wasn't just a class clown. I actually had something going on, and it wasn't like she was being cool or being an asshole. You could see it in her eyes. No clue who the fuck I was.
She probably just needed a little more reminder.
She was a little old,
Well, yeah.
but I seriously think she's like, I've had a lot of assholes come through.
She would have remembered well, this is hindsight, obviously 2020,
Yeah.
but she would have remembered putting a box together for you though.
True, she went out and purchased things for me.
So
Unless
yeah,
she had Groucho Marx's greatest hits at home, which, hey, it's possible.
maybe.
This is why I love not living in or anywhere near the town I teach in anymore.
Oh,
Can't
you don't
run
see
into
them in
I don't
public.
run into current or former students anywhere I choose to go out in public. Like, I can go grocery shopping in peace. I can go out to eat and not have to worry about like running in any of these kids.
I don't think I would care about that as much as running into their parents.
It's funny
Oh,
that
well, I mean, that's the thing. every Friday or every other Friday, whenever we go to a happy hour in town, we all like there's parents who know who we are.
Oh, that sucks.
And they're like, "Oh, like you're like, yeah, you taught my kid." I'm just like, "Cool." I'm like 4 beers deep, man. Like
I'm just trying to listen to fucking.
I'm like, you got about like 15 more minutes of like civilized conversation before I turn into like a real silly goose.
Yeah, I just turned Danzig on the fucking jukebox.
Yeah,
like, you need to
like-
fucking.
I just put a 50 in the touch tunes and pick the same Gorillaz song.
You're playing the game with
1,000
You're
times,
playing
and
the
I'm
hidden picture games with the sexy dudes on it on the screen. It's like, look, lady, you need to buzz off. I'm trying to find.
That's funny.
I'm
Maybe-
trying
So I referenced the Gorillaz because I actually did that once. Remember Hot Shots, where there used to be hardcore shows?
Yeah.
So they used to be like,
What about
just-
Gorillas, the animated rap group?
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
with the singer from Blur and like
Oh, and
like singing over.
I learned
Del
today
Homo
that was the
sapien?
dude from Blur.
Yeah,
and Del Funk Homo Sapien.
Yeah.
I think Dan the Automator was in.
that's
it.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. It was Del.
It's a solid group.
Yeah.
See, this is why we need Mitchell here, man. He knows all that shit.
I had that initial LP. I have it somewhere.
It's good.
Yeah.
When it wasn't putting on hardcore shows, it was still a billiards hall.
Mm-hmm.
So like every once in a while, like a couple of us would go there and just like hang out, shoot pool, and like just fuck around. It's like one of the cool like nightlife places you could hang at like under 21 and like not get like
Yeah.
scrutinized. But yeah, one of us had like a $20 bill, which back in like 2000, 2001
It was like $200.
was like a $50 bill.
Yeah.
Yes, truly.
So you slid that into the touch tunes and you could play the same song multiple times in a row.
Yes.
So we're like, what's the most annoying song that would like make people really upset if we just played it over and over again?
fucking your pussy is like fucking a
No.
shotgun blast.
Well,
with
that-
gangrene.
It wasn't like a digital like search thing where you
Yeah.
could play anything.
It was like a literal like
The one
disc.
Yeah, it was like basically like
Yeah.
an old school jukebox.
Yep.
And that Gorillaz CD was in there.
I miss when those worked.
So we just picked Clint Eastwood 200 times.
That's so funny.
and when the first time when it stopped the first time, I ain't happy.
I'm feeling good. I got-
Sunshine in a bed.
That's
And after
so
that
funny.
ended and it started playing the second time, we started noticing people being like, "What the fuck?" And we're like, "All right, time to go."
There was a pool hall.
You can't turn them off
There was
either.
there was a pool hall in
Dude,
Newark.
the Marlton Diner by me used to be like the post show, like South Jersey show hangout.
Jersey has the best diners. Too.
Mountain Jam isn't on that jukebox anymore still because of us. The Allman Brothers.
I don't know that one.
That's like the 20-minute long
Jane's
like
Addiction
song.
song.
That was like the song at the end of the album.
I thought that. Oh,
That was like the 20-minute long jam song.
The one time we did a similar thing was there was this pool hall in Newark. It's not there anymore. It was called Q Sticks, and it used to be like one of the few places where if you're on, you could go there as a teenager and they wouldn't kick you out, you know, whatever. And my buddy Kevin, who I now work for, fucking there. Do you remember from the Pulp Fiction soundtrack? It was a cover. I don't know who it was originally by, but Urge Overkill covered it.
Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon.
Yeah, the creepiest song ever. When you listen to the lyrics about, because it's about waiting for a girl to turn 18 to fuck her. He played that all the time, and he would just do that and just leer at girls. All right, in his defense, we were also teenagers at this point. What is this like? Just like girl, bow, bow, bow. He would just be like circling with the pool cue in his hands, like on purpose to be
Yikes.
like a fucking weirdo. He was doing it just to fuck with
Just to
people.
like weed people out.
Yeah, but he wouldn't stare.
Pesky teens will stop
He
coming
would-
around if they think I'm a
but
pedophile.
He wouldn't do it to teenage girls. He would do it to like boys his own age
That's
and like
even better.
adults. Just like
That's so much better.
both of us stone sober, so it was even funnier. It was just
That
yeah.
rocks.
That song just reminds me of Uma Thurman fucking railing a gorilla finger of pure heroin up her nose.
Before she gets fucking Narcan in the chest.
That was adrenaline. Same effect though. Anyway,
Yeah. Thanks for derailing that.
you're welcome.
I'm glad you did though, because we previously brought up a segment on here where this is March Madness misogyny of the first ladies, and
Yeah, we're well into April, but same effect.
yeah, you know, it takes time.
Yes, it did.
The prelims are over.
Oh, Dolly,
We weeded out.
you came.
We weeded out the wastrels, and now we're moving on to the fucking,
hags.
the hags, the bog wenches.
This is
There were more than a few.
Thomas,
This is a 32 a 32 team, quote unquote, single elimination tournament. So we got there's the finals, the semifinals, there's quarterfinals, but so this will be the preliminaries.
Sure.
I thought the other one was the prelims.
I mean,
Prelims part 2.
yeah, this isn't
The
real.
prelims, the new batch.
Yeah,
Prelims die harder.
I spent a good amount of time putting together just the right matchup so that they weren't like completely unfair to the other one, like fucking like Melania versus fucking who knows who, like Mary Todd Lincoln or some shit.
Mary Todd Lincoln.
I tried to stack
Her
it.
tits are real.
I tried to stack it as evenly as I could. No,
Getting an old fashioned with those sausage fingers.
speaking
Probably
of
goes hard as fuck.
speaking of tits,
Like calloused, calloused fat hand.
so
It's like, am I getting fucking a hand job from like a river corpse? This rules. You
Am I getting jerked off by a minor or a minor?
gotta switch the vowels out to make it even funnier, dude. Oh fuck!
yeah,
Look at you, detachable keyboard.
it is. It's not a laptop.
It's like
a
that
tablet.
King Missile song, the detachable penis.
I
No?
wish
Nobody?
I never bought this. Like for
I
most
remember Beavis and Butthead watched that video.
Yeah.
That's all I remember
Yeah.
of them.
for the most part, I wish I never bought this until this bit. Now
Yeah, how many years have you had? Say you had like
Worth
7
every
years.
penny.
Like 7 years. Like
I have had it about 6 years. Yeah.
Like I should just sell this thing, and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, you've earned yourself your keep. You've earned your keep there, little pad.
Yeah, it comes exactly in handy.
The minute this bit's over, though, you're going to second and Charles.
Further proof we live in a simulation.
Yeah, truly.
Fucking perfect use for this fucking paperweight.
Literally. It's like 4 gigabytes of RAM. It's weaker than my cell phone.
Give Dolly some gigabytes of RAM.
I know that's right.
No, it's that one.
I like that it was a duo.
That's the one I
yeah.
meant to hit.
Yeah. Or that one.
There you go.
So the first matchup I have today is Ellen.
You love sitting up front now. You can reach the buttons better.
I can read them too, albeit upside down. But hey,
You're
moving
good
up in
like
the
that.
world.
You're kind of Spider-Man-ish. I'm sorry, Thomas.
The first matchup I have today is Ellen Wilson of Woodrow Wilson versus
Of Woodrow Wilson.
versus good old Bessie Truman.
Can I get a refer? Who was who?
They're it's left to right.
So
Wilson's left, Truman's right.
okay.
Yeah, Bess is on the right.
I got Truman because that's the Kitty Foreman vibes I was getting from her last week.
It was 2 weeks ago. Yes, 2 weeks ago.
I hate to start difficult. I'm gonna go left.
You're the tiebreaker, Tommy.
Well, not really.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
There's 3
Wait,
of us.
did you say you said Bess?
I went left, he went right.
Yeah, I went Truman.
I go Truman every time.
Then I lose.
Yeah, she really does have that Kitty Foreman vibe. You're so
She
right.
does.
Yeah, Bess. So
But she has the Kitty Foreman vibe that in like 10 years, it's really going to start sinking down.
that's
where like her
okay.
nose is almost touching her chin at that point.
Nah, I could fix it.
Yeah.
That's
I can, Mug Shodies. I
It's
can
all-
fix her.
it's all natural, baby.
They're both all natural. This is pre-everything fake.
Yeah.
I wouldn't kick either of them out of bed for eating Triscuits. Am I right, boys?
Okay.
For spilling the Josh.
Don't ever spill it.
Couldn't be me.
Don't spill the Josh, please.
Spilling it down this gullet.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to get you the paper bag to bring home so you walk in your front door with a paper bag filled with Josh. It's like, check it out. I'm a real wino now, hon.
And now, for matchup number 2, I've got Louisa Adams versus Lucretia Garfield.
Ooh, 2 great first names. Louisa and Lucretia.
Yeah. Remember, it's left to right.
Louisa, Lucretia.
Louisa has softer features, which I
Yeah.
like.
But she's also one of the ones that had that thing where it's like every painting had the same nose, same jaw thing.
Yeah.
But she looks like they painted.
That also looks like her in her prime, whereas Lucretia looks like she's got some miles on her.
Yeah. This one's actually pretty tough.
But Lucretia.
Lucretia reminds me of later years Frances McDormand a little bit.
Now, do you guys know what First of the Gang is?
I don't.
Okay, First of the Gang is the first person in a group of guys or girls to do a certain thing.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Now, Lucretia She may not be much as in looks department compared to Louisa, but she has first in the gang to try anal. She's like,
Yeah.
And she didn't try it because she was excited about it. She's like, whatever he wants, fuck it. Let's go. All right, just get it over with. Put it in my butt. You know what I mean? Which, for me personally, bricks me up harder than a fucking tungsten. So I'm going Lucretia on this one.
I have to agree. I like her face more.
Yeah.
All right, then it's you've got,
She looks like a girl
it's settled already.
that actually works too.
Yeah.
So like she comes in today.
Yeah,
she's
she got
like,
good hands.
It's like, yeah, you may have done some diplomacy, but you still gotta fuck me because
Yeah,
I've had a
look
day.
at them hands.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
They're strong, not mangled.
She's buried kids. She's buried kids.
Well, a lot of them did back then.
Yeah.
It's that was the norm.
Either way, I'm still hard as hell.
Yeah, I'm all about Lucretia too.
Shout out Lucretia.
This one's tough.
That's a name like you don't fucking
No, that's a good
get
name.
retired, dude. I don't like that.
So this is Florence Harding of Warren G. Harding.
Flo
If you will, if you nasty.
hard.
Or Miss.
Flow
Yo,
hard.
flow hard.
All right, left. Don't
Flow-
even bother with the second
Flow
one.
hard with a vengeance.
Flow hard.
It's harder than you think.
Okay.
Florence
It
Harding
always is.
hey, you don't mount the guys here, kid. Hey.
Oh, you there?
Mazel.
versus Lou Hoover.
Cindy Lou Who.
Lou Who versus Flow Hard?
All right, let's see it.
Flow Hard and Lou Who.
I also found
Oh,
there was a couple
man.
there was a couple dud pictures. I found better ones, so it made it even harder.
Yo, why,
Flow's on the left.
why does
Yeah.
Flow Hard look like a selfie?
It does.
Like the way her head's cocked, she kind of like was doing this.
It does look like a selfie.
It-
Yeah, I'm still
she triggered the gunpowder herself.
I'm still pro Flow.
I'm gonna go Lou Who. I'm
Nah,
sorry. She's got the pixie cut.
I'm getting.
She got the pixie cut, and I love that.
I was getting Andy Warhol vibes from her.
If
Oh,
it-
fuck. God damn it, Mike.
If she was up against anybody else, I would
Oh.
agree with you. But I got to go
You know
with
what,
Flo
dude?
too.
Mike bringing up Andy Warhol just tanked her
Sorry
for
for
me.
softening you up right there.
So Flow Hard.
That's
also,
so
Flow
funny.
Hard, she has a fucking animal around her neck. If you look. She actually has like a dead animal. Like it's a fur that actually was an
It's
animal.
a pelt.
It's not a fake one from like, the streets in New York. That's actually an animal that she
That's
probably
an actual Native American scalp.
that she choked out herself, the Native American.
She probably did skin it and tan it too.
She choked out an Iroquois and made a fucking shawl out of it.
Oh man.
Shout out to Lenny Lenape. Only real ones get that reference.
I do because they're from around here.
Other Lenny Lenapes.
Yep. I get it.
The Josh is talking, dude.
Yo,
Yo. All right.
fill her up.
Oh boy.
All right. Just Joshin. That's an episode title. Just Joshin.
It's pretty
You're
good.
good. That's good.
That's pretty good.
Just Joshin, guys. Takes a whole new fucking.
Apostrophe.
What do you got, bud?
Now, this is matchup number 4. We got Mary Todd Lincoln versus Letitia Tyler
God, these names are so.
I think I remember liking Letitia.
of John Tyler. Well, this is not a very difficult matchup. Also, great name, Letitia. And Mary Todd looks a little.
But Mary Todd looks like she had an ass. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's the dress.
No, she's like that thuggy white girl that had no ass. Like she was pudgy
think?
but still didn't have an ass.
They had like a secretary spread. She had hips but no butt.
Yeah,
She definitely wears Cookie Monster pajama pants.
I was about to say pajama
Oh,
pants.
so yeah, Letitia Tyler.
Yeah, I gotta concur. And Letitia looks a little exotic
Do you
too.
think she went by Tish?
Maybe. Depends on who said it.
Only by those closest to her.
John Tyler had to call her Letitia though.
Yeah.
He's like, you're up on Capitol Hill all fucking week. You're not eating this pussy.
Get over here,
It's
Miss.
fun to think about like the first lady. It's about you gotta come out here and eat my box. Something like really just rough and brusque.
Get over here, Mrs. Tyler.
I don't think box was a euphemism back then, but hey.
Nah.
Sniz.
Quim.
Treasure chest. I purposely put these two together.
You're a diabolical dude. You're trying to fucking hedge bets, dude.
I don't want to hedge, but
I don't
I
like
know what my choice is. This is Michelle Obama versus Nancy Reagan.
Michelle Obama.
I know what you're trying to do to me.
We got to make a case though.
I know what you're trying to do to me, and it's not going to work. I'm going to pick Michelle
Yeah, Michelle.
because I think she's gorgeous.
Yes.
Look at them arms, dude.
I don't care.
B,
Imagine
and
the
I
No,
made this point,
This is a compliment.
and I made this point 2 weeks ago. Just because Nancy is the one documented
throat goat
doesn't mean Michelle doesn't have an A game.
And here's the thing.
And Michelle strikes me as someone who maybe she doesn't have like the clientele list that Nancy had.
That's fine.
But Barry always had empty
Barry
balls.
was getting taken care of.
But here's the thing, like,
Look at her build, bro.
but
It's fucking awesome.
aside from her skills as a throat goat, right? She still looks like a girl that would have shit stains in her bra. If you took away her skills, Nancy's got nothing going for her. Yeah, no.
She's a Mars attack alien.
She looks like someone that has a shit stain in her bra. The only person that has skid marks in the upstairs underwear. So yeah,
Looks like a fucking poodle for some reason.
dude. If Michelle Obama really is a man,
like that 19-year-old poodle that won't die.
I will push
With shit
Michelle
in its eyes.
Yeah.
It always has crusties. I will push Michelle Obama's dick to the side and go to town on it.
Absolutely, I will.
Oh yeah, she has strong arms. Imagine
kidding
the
me?
squeezers.
I
And you'd feel so safe in those arms, like a heavy wind or thunderstorm. Oh my goodness.
a stiff breeze, maybe.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of,
I'm getting a stiff breeze thinking
Hey,
about it.
hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Maron.
Oh, you there?
Hey, Maron.
that's right. Okay, we got matchup number 6. Ooh, this one might be up for debate,
Okay.
as with all of them. We got
Exactly, they all are.
we got Betty Ford versus Pat Nixon. This is a battle of the classics right here.
Betty Ford.
Betty.
I unanimously pick Betty too. I think she's much prettier, but
Also,
Because she partied.
his same reason he brought up why she made the cut in the prelims or whatever. Yeah, she knows she definitely. Oh my god. dude.
Pre-rehab Betty Ford probably
a fun time.
Imagine
like-
poor.
floozy Betty Ford probably gave you the night of your life.
How many times a poor tricky dick, like going back, like after she like took care of her like problems and got fixed, she's like, but you used to let me, and she's like, that's a different person. So
I mean, Pat
she is
Nixon.
pretty.
Pat Nixon is nothing to shake a stick at.
No,
No, but Betty's the clear.
Yeah, by a nose and a flank ahead. Yes.
Betty will let you fuck her in a car when she still has shoes on.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
And a hat.
Whereas Pat Nixon, she's probably great, right?
Fancy hat.
But she's like, oh, I got to shower before we do anything. Like, no.
No.
Fuck out of here.
No.
No, you don't.
I want you, as you're coming in out of the garden doing work, I want you to smell like sweat. Let me fucking put it in. God, I'm romantic under the influence of Josh.
Shout out Josh.
This is an interesting one.
Uh-oh.
Matchup number 7.
You know it's fancy wine when all the sediment is up at the bottom of the cup.
All the grapes.
That's when you know. That's when you know you're getting to the bottom of the bottle.
They call that
Damn,
squeezing.
dude.
All right.
Good thing we got 2 bottles.
He's definitely
It's true.
he's giving the second bottle to Brittany. I guarantee it.
Matchup number 7.
Leave Brittany alone.
We got Hill Dog Clinton versus Jackie O.
Come on, man.
You son
What
of
are
a
you
bitch.
doing?
You son of a bitch. All right. Hill Dog, go ahead.
Here's why I give Jackie O the edge.
Same.
She kept it tight up until her last day.
Um,
Jackie O was fine as hell from the day you met her all the way through her twilight years.
there's 2 reasons I'm going to go Jackie O. One,
Her-
Hill Dog, look, Hill Dog in her prime, great, right?
Yeah.
But there's
But-
something about her that was so vile
Yeah.
that Bill had to fuck anything but her. 2, Hill Dog, while it is hot that she has blood in her hands, Jackie O had brains on her shirt.
She also kind of had blood on her hands in a way.
No, she had brain matter on her shirt, which is way cooler than blood. So Jackie O, of course. Valiant effort by Hill Dog, but I'm going Jackie O.
I'm with you. I think
You can still say Hillary. It's gonna lose, but you can still fight the fight, dude.
I mean, this is probably the best picture of Jackie O that I've seen.
I'd watch both poop. I'm just saying. I'd watch both poop.
I can't argue.
I
with
wouldn't pay money for it, but I would watch it.
I can't argue with
No,
the
I'd
logic.
watch. If someone's like, "Yo, there's a Jackie O poop vid," I'm like, "All right, I want to see it." Let me see it. Yeah, make wit it.
Hand it over. Okay, matchup number 8. Damn, are we?
But I did just watch the Farrah Abraham shit video.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah,
Whoa.
It's on Reddit.
I had
is
to
this?
make a Reddit account just so I can see it because it's for mature. It is a long turd, and her face after she does it is kind of funny. But she's fucking beat looking now.
Dude, she looks
I'm sure.
bad now.
sure.
Well, she has like so much shit done to her. She looks like an artificial. She looks like a fuck doll now, and not in a good way.
Yeah.
But it was a long ass cable, dude. I was like, an uninterrupted
How
cable.
the mighty have fallen.
An uninterrupted cable, dude. It's like she was like unspooling a garden hose. I was like, good for you.
Wild.
Eat more vegetables, lady.
Okay, matchup number 8.
Okay.
We got Frances Cleveland of Grover Cleveland
Fran A.
versus Rose Carter. Jimmy Carter.
You know my answer.
It's harder than you think. Again.
Not even close.
Yeah?
Carter.
Yeah.
I have to agree. But it's a good fucking matchup. You gotta admit.
I mean, look, Frances
Listen,
Cleveland
it's-
is hot.
Like
She's hot for an old.
I appreciate a good early round dogfight between two high seeds, but
Yeah.
there's still a clear
And
winner.
Rose Carter,
Rose Carter is straight up a front runner for me.
and
Yeah.
yeah, same here. She's honestly right now who I'm going for to win it all.
Her and Dolly might be duking it out for that national title.
And it'll be a tough day for all of us, but still, Rose Carter looks like not only is she fucking great in bed, but she's also great. You know, it's like sometimes after you fuck, you're like, I wish this person would go away. Rose Carter's like, man, I hope she makes fucking like waffles, dude. This is gonna be so sick. And like or after like you fucking like spill on her like her lower back, she's like, oh, by the way, I made oatmeal raisin cookies. You're like, I love you.
Of course you did. Of course you did that.
I love Rose Carter. Frances Cleveland though, man, fucking valiant effort. Sweetheart.
Valiant, dude, right?
Here's the thing.
For the era she's in, that's a fucking
Oh yeah.
that's a 44 out of 10.
Agree.
Of that era.
Agree.
But from his early 40s all the way up to his 100th birthday, did you ever see Jimmy Carter not smiling ear to ear?
Oh,
That's a
no.
great fucking point, dude. That is a
Oh,
great,
dude.
astute observation.
Balls were always empty. All the peanut butter and fucking blowjobs he could handle.
That sounds like
That's why he never got upset when his brother kept getting in trouble for being a drunk. He's like, I don't care. My Rose sucks my cock every day.
Dude. She's down for morning stuff.
That's probably why he became the president. She's like, look, if you become president, I'll suck your dick every day. He's like,
I'm going to campaign.
morning stuff followed by waffles.
You know,
like real waffles from a waffle iron, not like some
Yes.
fucking frozen Eggo
Yes.
bullshit.
You know the story of how they say that when he became president, Jimmy Carter, they told him all the alien shit and all the JFK shit. Like they gave him because all the presidents get the rundown when they come in.
I'm sure.
And like it apparently really troubled him in years to come. He never blabbed, but it really bothered him, the shit that he did learn, but he never said what he actually learned. I guarantee he comes home just like aliens are fucking real. The CIA killed JFK. And Rose is like, cookies in the oven. And he was just like,
All your troubles just melt
he's
away.
like, I don't even care about the Zeta Reticuli and the Alpha Centauri system. Fuck a Crab Nebula. My balls is empty. Yo, fucking Rose Carter, dude. But yo, Frances Cleveland, valiant effort, sweetheart.
Yeah, mazel to her.
And also, she met a dude named Grover and still said, I do. Fuck yeah, dude.
You know, Grover Cleveland was
Grover, though.
A+ citizen.
Grover, though. His name's Grover.
pretty cool
it's-
pretty cool Sesame Street
Yeah,
character.
Yeah, but it also had nothing to do with
Shout
an
out
actual
Super
Grover.
Grover.
Super Grover.
Super
yeah.
Grover was the shit.
dude. What a worry wart.
Shout out Rob Wharton.
All right, this
Fucking Grover IRL.
Oh my god. Yeah, Josh coming out his nose. He almost popped.
I never fucking heard it, and it's oh my god.
Sorry, that should have been a Patreon joke.
Well, I always
Sorry, Rob.
I always say Rob. I tell Rob. I was like, you look like Daniel Stern from Home Alone. Right. That's all I think of
accurate
him.
too.
And then you drop Grover. Holy shit! Because one of my favorite videos is it's a mashup of Slayer's Ditto Head and Sesame Street, and Grover's playing his little banjo as a guitar, so it works even more. Fuck.
Hell yeah.
I can't. Rob, I love you, but I can never see you in real life ever again. Because I'll just laugh in your face, and I don't want to do that because I like you a lot. Fuck me.
That's great.
Love you, Rob.
Muppet Arm rules.
Dude. All right. Matchup number 9 is hilarious.
Uh-oh.
So we got Margaret Taylor of Zachary Taylor versus Abigail Adams of
This is gonna be rough.
what's her name? John
Adams?
John
Quincy
John
Adams?
Quincy Adams. That's what I could
JQ?
think of.
Well, one's clearly a man.
You think the deck is a little stacked?
I think the one on the left is clearly a man with a feminine haircut.
On the left is a man.
Yes.
Oh, well, yeah. It's
The
still
one on the
pretty
right is
fucking-
looks like a really old woman.
Really?
Which makes sense because when John Quincy Adams became president, he was old.
I didn't know that.
These are both really
Old back then.
bad renditions.
Old back then
regardless.
is like 58.
That's fucking old.
So
back then,
yes. Oh.
They both look like mean substitute teachers.
they
But
do.
the one on the left looks like he's doubt firing us. You know?
Hello.
I'm sorry, I'm going.
was a run by fruiting.
I'm going Adams because
I want to go Taylor.
I don't think I'd have to swat a dick aside. And if I'm going to swat a dick aside, it's going to be Michelle Obama.
Oh God, I gotta fucking be the tiebreaker this time.
Yep. Happy birthday.
It's
Dude, Adams is so homely looking.
yeah. It's a
You gotta pray she has a good ass and tits.
it's a giant.
No,
it's
it's like I'd almost rather take my chances with
With the
a
dick?
possible man.
The dick and a collarbone.
Like
it's a giant douche in a turd sandwich, dude.
Yeah.
I'm going with the coin flip on this one.
Who's got a coin? I dropped all mine in the fucking in the jar.
I had a quarter in my pocket this morning. I don't know where it went.
Oh, there's a spring in my step and a nickel in my pocket.
I got something
got
in
it.
my front pocket.
Got
for
it.
you.
Reach on in and see what it is. Then grab onto it.
I love
just
that
for
song.
You.
Give it a little squeeze and say, how do you do?
I haven't heard that song since I watched that episode, and I still know that.
I love that I know
I
exactly what you're
forget
talking about.
lyrics to songs I've written. Yeah.
You're,
You don't got to tell me.
you're
All right. If I kick this over,
you're
and
preaching to the other preacher.
if I knock this over and Waterloo is facing up, Adams wins. Best two out of three.
No, I meant coin flip as in like I'll take my chances on that being a man or a
Oh.
woman.
That's what I understood it as.
All
too.
right, then I lose.
I mean,
Douglas had to poop.
don't start with the fucking poop again.
How mad were you when I sent the fucking video to the?
I was happy you fucking
Yeah.
actually sent it.
There's a longer supercut, and I just can't fucking find it.
The Morgan Freeman poop episode.
And she was fat.
Ooh, this one's tough, dude.
Uh-oh.
All right, matchup number 10.
That last one was pretty brutal as far as toughness for me, at least.
Tough as in brutal. Yeah, this is tough as in like I could go either way. It's Jill Biden versus Mamie Eisenhower.
Ooh.
Two silver foxes duking it out.
Like I said, last time we brought Mamie before, she has like that weird front tooth gap going on.
Love that shit.
That kind of fucking drives me nuts in a good way.
Yeah.
So, even though she spent a lot of time in Delaware, I think I might go Mamie Eisenhower on this. I like brunettes over blondes. Sorry.
I have no preference whatsoever with hair.
Yeah, same. I might go Jill Biden, man. That's also a super flattering picture of Jill Biden.
It
Very
was
good
hard.
picture
It
of
was,
Jill Biden.
I've seen.
it was hard to find.
Yeah, I've seen not so flattering images
Yeah.
of her too, but I'm sure you can find just as many
I'm sorry.
logo shots of
Dr. Biden with her honorary fucking cat ear.
Look at her fucking hat, though, man. She's down to have a good time. Look at her.
I'm not saying
Mamie?
she's not. This is a tough matchup, man.
You know what? I like her face. It's kinder
Mamie or Jill?
Mamie.
Okay.
her face is kinder
See,
than
no,
Jill's.
I'm the opposite. I think Jill has the kinder eyes.
The only thing that takes me away from Mamie Eisenhower is the fact that her first name kind of sounds like that racist epithet towards black women.
Mammy?
Yeah. So that's the only thing that taken. Honestly, no, I'm lying.
I think it's a nickname.
Makes me harder. But yeah, I'm sorry, man. Mamie.
The racist Warner Brothers cartoons?
Yeah.
Like the Tom and Jerry episodes where they wore blackface?
Or yeah, if like a TNT stick went off in their face and all of a sudden their lips got.
Her eyes
red
are
and they
like
got black.
Pepsi fucking blue too.
They are very. She has good eyes, dude.
Yeah,
She got good chomps.
I've heard her.
You know what might put her over for me? She's probably fucking starving for it.
Oh. If
That
she's faithful, she hasn't had dick in a decade.
Because
that is an argument.
Joe hasn't had lead in the pencil for at least 10 years.
At least 10. Or he does, and he just doesn't know how anymore.
Yeah.
He gets a boner, he's like, am I sick? And there's like,
She just puts him in bed with a car battery, fucking sleeps on the couch.
I definitely think Jill Biden fucks the help around the house. She has like a pool
No,
boy.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think she's true to a fault.
I do think she's fucking praying for Joe to die.
She's
because
loyal to a fault.
She'll
Jackie O him.
she can still like move on and
Yeah.
find a good dude after.
She'll find some fucking millionaire.
I'm willing to bet. I never got to finish making my argument for Mamie, and that's that she looks like she's built well. Jill looks like she's built like Pilates yoga class old lady.
Yeah,
You know what?
trophy wife.
Even though you can only see her kind of from like
Trophy wife
chest
body.
down, do you know what Mamie gives off to me? The ass, not so good, but she has some pendulous, natty hangers.
Mammy.
Like they're big, they kind of hang to her stomach, but they are huge and great.
WB.
And the WB.
Yeah. And she's also
I see it.
She also she's also down to fucking public.
Yeah, I'm going
Take me
Mamie.
to the rose garden and put it in my it's like fuck yeah.
I gotta go Mamie.
No,
Dude.
I said that
Yeah.
in the last episode. Like, she has a couple mimosas at the country club.
Oh,
God.
yeah.
She's fucking in the bushes.
It's like, hey, let's let the caddy watch us. Like, oh shit.
Fuck yeah.
Also, met a dude named Dwight and said yes. Uh-oh.
This is gonna be tough, dude.
Actually, I'm good now. I can know that Rose Carter made it too. She lives another day.
Maybe it won't be so tough.
Okay.
This is matchup number 11. We got Melania Trump versus Laura Bush.
Laura Bush.
That was quick.
Look,
Why'd you have to pick that picture of Melania?
but look at that,
I tried to
dude.
pick the best possible
Look at
one.
Laura Bush's set.
Look at Melania's set.
Yeah, Laura Bush's real.
Real. I know.
Natties are always better over plastic.
I've
never had a preference.
that's
Natties.
as someone who's had both, I personally don't give a fuck either.
Natties. All the way.
I do not care.
I'm sorry, Team Natties. But Melania's accent.
Yeah, she's
I do
Slovenian.
not know what oral sex is. You're like, oh, fuck me. But then again, if I heard it now, all I would hear is Baron Trump going, I like my suitcase. And it would just fucking kill all boners. So yeah, I'm double down Laura Bush.
I go to school now.
Yes, you go to
she
school,
goes-
you eat your lunch.
She goes, you eat your lunch and you go to school. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going Laura Bush.
I think Laura Bush is beautiful, but I have to go with the obvious
All right.
Melania.
That is the this is the Coke or Pepsi challenge.
Melania can't be a first round exit.
She wasn't. She made it to this one.
This is second round.
Yeah, but the first was a prelim. Like, we didn't have matchups in the
Hey,
first round.
hey, man. It depends on where Tom votes.
I honestly like Laura more.
Let
dude.
me just put it this way. I won't be mad either way, but I personally can't, in good conscience.
She fought a good fight. And she didn't go up against a scrub.
Right.
You know?
So
She went up against another heavy hitter.
it's the Rose Carter defense. Like, Laura Bush looks like she genuinely will love you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She won't just like
Look at it this way.
she'll suck your dick and take a
GW
long time, but she's doing it on purpose so you enjoy it more.
As incompetent as GW was through most of his both terms,
Dodge the shoe.
he dodged the shoe. But look at what he had to be in office for.
True.
Like the myriad of like world-altering events that dude had to be the front man for. Still came out smelling pretty sweet on the end.
Yep.
Especially nowadays. Like, that dude looks like a genius compared to what we've...
And still he pals around with Barack now.
And Ellen.
Yeah. Dances with Ellen.
I mean...
You know what?
Laura Bush had to suck post 9/11 President dick.
Yeah.
You know what, too? Melania,
the stress that she had to suck out of him.
Here's what I think.
Just that first term alone.
Here's what I think will make anybody root for Laura Bush. George had to go home and say, I just had to tell a whole kindergarten class what terrorism was and why people hate us so much they had to fly into our buildings.
And then I had to drone strike another kindergarten class
Yeah.
Yeah.
in Afghanistan.
And, in retaliation. And she had to suck that stress out of his dick. Or fuck the stress out of his dick.
I mean, we can only hope that's what she did.
Now, I will say...
I think they had some good Christian sex then. They probably did.
Poor Melania.
No.
She suffered.
No.
Wait, you're not letting me finish.
George was a fucking party boy. You know that. There's no way they were having lights off missionary.
No.
I'm not saying that's what it is, but I'm saying...
her ankles were behind her ears all the time.
What I am saying is that...
Don't forget, he was a frat boy cokehead
I know.
from fucking West Texas.
I read
that motherfucker got down.
I read Family of Secrets. I know that. I'm saying...
Can I borrow that?
I don't have a physical copy.
Oh, you stink.
Anymore. I am saying, though, that a good Christian wife will lay down for that man.
Also,
no matter what. Melania, being the trophy wife that she is, she knows her place, doesn't want to fuck.
She does fuck.
Probably, yeah.
Does she, though? Do you think?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Say what you want about Donnie Trump. I still think he fucks.
Maybe.
And I think every single time she had to kind of just lay on him like...
If he's incontinent, what's the odds that he can fucking get an erection, though?
Just look at him. Look at his physical condition.
He also has the...
You're looking at a guy who eats McDonald's 3 meals a day.
But he also has like the
Pounds
look of a guy who
DCs.
still comes.
I don't know, man.
Not anymore.
I don't think
so insecure if I couldn't come anymore. And that dude is the most secure dude I've ever seen in my life.
Stormy Daniels might have been his last nut.
That's a fair point. Like
I'm going out on a fucking high note and I'm banging a porn star.
Him and Melania have been together for what? A decade more?
A little more than a decade, yeah.
I think she's been underneath of him a few times.
No, they've been
never liked it.
How
once.
old's Baron?
Baron's 17.
So at least 17.
Almost 20, yeah.
Probably almost 20 years.
So I think
they got married in 07.
So
that makes sense.
This is against Melania. It's like she only fucks because she has to, whereas Laura looks like she fucks because she wants to, and she knows it's going to benefit the country.
I'm going Laura every time.
I think if Melania somehow
you convinced me.
If Melania finds a way to get rid of this fucking stupid tariff shit going on with China, I'd be like Melania all day.
I don't see it.
She better be.
Oh, he's already talking about walking back half the fucking tariffs that he put out there.
He's all talk.
And plus just Melania's everything about her demeanor, her face, everything. I have to quote Silvio Dante. I'm around women in my business all the time.
That one
ain't getting fucked.
Ain't getting laid.
But how funny would it be one day, DT comes.
I said my piece.
Like DT comes up to the podium and he's just like, China, I'll let them do whatever they want, man. What's illegals coming up? Hey, man, let them come over. And
yeah, he doesn't carry himself like somebody with drained balls.
But just be like, hey, Don,
bingo.
Don, what's going over? Like, why are all of a sudden you so lax on these things that you were so adamant about previously? He's like, butt stuff.
Your energy.
Melania,
so I hate to use the hacky like Hitler comparison bit, but Hitler was all fucking wound up because he couldn't come.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Who does that sound like?
Fair. And honestly, if you find out Don is coming, I don't think it's because of Melania. I think he's fucking one of his daughters. No, I'm serious. I think he fucks. He was.
Not Tiffany. He doesn't even want to claim her.
I'd fuck Tiffany.
I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm just saying he doesn't even acknowledge her existence. Unless that's like an elaborate ruse.
Dude, I'd take Ivanka over fucking Melania. Ivanka's kind of hot, dude.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I take Don Jr. over Melania.
And I would love
He's
to.
kind of a good-looking guy.
I'd also love to stuff Jared Kushner in a locker.
Oh, dude, put him in a fucking hefty can and roll him down a hill.
She
But
definitely
first,
she
yeah.
definitely
Butt first, so like his feet and his head are sticking out. Of
Yes,
the top.
exactly.
she definitely pegs him, right? There's no like ifs, ands,
You
or
think?
buts about it.
Ivanka pegging Jared.
Jared?
I mean, with a name like Ivanka,
Yeah,
I think she's born.
he probably has like scars on the inside of the legs where she cut.
Did you watch Succession?
Yeah,
No.
loved it.
He's Kendall.
Yeah, for
he's
sure.
Kendall Roy.
Oh, 1000%.
I've been saying that for years.
Like looks and personality, like he's Kendall Roy in
Yeah.
a fucking like in a nutshell.
Yeah, it's almost like that
I saw
show
that
was.
written on the
that-
wall of that glory hole we talked
That
about.
dude's getting everything stuck in his ass, and like he's
Fuck
not
yeah.
allowed to complain about it.
It's almost like it was perfectly written and cast and everything.
Oh,
we got a couple more matchups to get
All right,
to
let's go.
today. Let's see. This one might be a little easier. Maybe.
None of these have been easy so far.
Mammy.
I did that on purpose.
None of these have been easy.
Now,
Hey, I really do appreciate you making it so it's not completely obvious the answer.
Right.
So good job on that.
oh, thank you. Well, now we got Edith.
Every last drop.
Joshed up, dude.
We got Edith Roosevelt.
Just joshing, bro.
Making it a regular thing. Edith Roosevelt.
Edith Roosevelt versus Martha Jefferson.
Marth.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's who again?
Left and right.
Edith Roosevelt. Jefferson.
Martha's on the right.
Yeah.
Edith on the left.
Yeah, Edith.
Though I like the name Edith. I'll go Martha.
I love the name Edith too, and
She's
not gonna repeat the joke.
she's the one we said in
Because
the
I
last-
eat a lot of food.
No, we said she has the rugby girl build,
yep, I'm all about that.
Right.
which bricks me up like a fucking diamond in an ice storm.
5'3", but her legs are like the fucking tree trunks.
But her legs are fucking 6'3".
All right. I changed my answer. I'm going Edith.
I'm going Edith too, dude.
All right, Edith.
Her
Edith.
thighs look like a suitcase full of pythons.
It's like, girl, are you fucking smuggling steel cable? What's going on over there?
That's a Bob's Burgers
Like
reference.
she's
I can't
fat
take credit
from
for
the
that.
waist up, but her legs are just diesel as hell.
Who is the bike rickshaw guy in Bob's Burgers? The
Oh, fucking! It's not Jesus, but it's
the dude with the thick thighs.
Yeah, he's a Spanish guy. Yeah, I started catching.
He looked like Gyro, but he wasn't
yeah.
Gyro from the capoeira
Yeah.
place. He was somebody else.
sexy dance fighting. I just started catching up on the season I missed because of football.
Great, it's coming back in May.
Yeah, so I'm only 2 episodes in though. Also, shout out to Admiral Lasagna. What a great show, dude.
I would enlist in that army.
Yes, it's like my name would be Treat Williams. No, Admiral Lasagna. Sorry. So yeah, I think we all went Edith on that one.
Yep.
I was all Martha until you reminded me that she had the fucking field hockey bill.
Brick fucking shithouse.
God damn it.
It roped me in, and
Just
I'm,
looking like
I'm
a-
lifer.
As someone who's had sexual relations with more than one rugby chick, the rumors are true.
Women built like root vegetables.
Listen,
I love them.
This one will be.
it's
really
like
tricky.
it's like riding an old Jeep. Like it doesn't look that flashy, but like you can get any job done.
Going mudding.
Yeah.
Going mudding, dude.
I've been converted. I'm a believer in the build, dude.
Yeah, dude.
This is going to be a fun matchup. Okay, now we've got Ellen Arthur of Chester A. Arthur versus Lucy Rutherford Hayes.
Now, Helen Arthur, she's definitely got something else. They both have something else in the mix.
They both got flavor to them.
Yeah, there's
Whereas
there's a little
she
seasoning
looks
in the
Spanish. She looks like kind of
Indian?
Middle Eastern Indian.
Yeah.
pot. I was gonna say
Oh.
indigenous.
Or
Indian.
ooh, that's a good point.
I think that's a birthmark on her head, not a bindi.
Okay. The one on the left, though, she has a
That
big,
wouldn't have been tolerated in that
the one on
era,
the left though,
by the
has
way.
a big
Like,
beak, and I love a girl with a big honker. I don't know
On the
what
left
it is.
does? I think Lucy Hayes has a bigger nose than she does.
Let me see it again.
Left is Chester Arthur's girl, right?
Yeah, I think
Correct.
I'm going Arthur.
Same.
I was also going to do that because
Rutherford B. Hayes' Bay, though, she's
Because
also super great.
I prefer Latinas over Eastern Asian.
I don't, but still.
I'm with you.
Like, Eastern Asians can make a bang of coffee.
I do always find myself to have a propensity to lean towards Latinos, though.
I like both.
Listen, as much as I love Vietnamese coffee and pho, I prefer Mexican and Puerto Rican food.
I'll take elote and
Mexican
fucking
coffee. Mexican
fajitas and
coffee
shit.
is nothing to shake a stick at.
Saying I can get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, I gotta go out
And
also.
I wish there was a both option.
And bet a woman I'm more attracted to.
I wish you could get rid of the ones with the two uggos, so I go that one.
Yeah.
Damn. Mrs. B. Hayes, you fought a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
You went out like a champion.
This isn't even a good contest. There's a couple that were not even that
You're
good.
right about the sentiment. It looks like a crushed up Oreo at the bottom of this thing.
Doesn't taste like it.
Not at all.
So matchup number 14.
It's better.
Right.
We got Helen Taft versus Elizabeth Monroe of James Monroe.
I remember Taft being surprisingly impressive.
This is very easy.
Taft Monroe, you said?
Yeah.
Taft.
I got to go Taft because it's a photo and not a painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've got more like hard evidence on the left.
Yeah. Plus that neck, that jugular looks intense. on the
Also,
right.
Monroe, she also has like this weird like gypsy headdress thing on. Like she has the hat of a fortune teller on.
Yeah. Not to be trusted.
Now-
Yeah, I ain't bedding no gypsy.
Yeah. Now I turned
Wake
over.
up, my wallet and my kidney's gone.
Now I turn over the life card. It's like, do you really? Yeah, I'm going Taft.
I think we're all going Helen.
Yeah.
It's a good photo too,
Yeah.
honestly.
Plus, she was fucking that fat blob of a mess her whole life.
Yeah.
I'd feel like $1 million banging.
Well, she probably didn't have the phone because you just couldn't find it.
Yeah, maybe not.
So we got another Melania situation on her.
Yeah, I really wonder.
Or a Jill Biden where she's fiending for it. She would fucking pounce on
I thought you
her.
were saying about like hidden penis. Well, yeah, I guarantee you, this is maybe weird. Joe Biden probably has a big dick.
Or he did in his heyday before he fucking
Well, does
shriveled
it
up like a
shrink?
fucking raisin.
Does it shrink?
No.
It doesn't
I hope
shrink,
not.
but it's still.
I can't go from 3 to 1.
I don't think he's putting it up.
I mean,
I think in his day though he had a fucking pipe.
he's got Schmeat energy though.
I'm saying he's at least a 7-incher.
Yeah, and fat.
True.
Like not just long.
And if it is long though, it is that weird two-tone color. Like what? Is that two dicks attached to each other? What the fuck is going on?
Are you laughing at the video of the guy going, "It's 8 inches and thick"? The guy on the
I
beach.
don't know that one.
What?
Never
What?
mind.
Apparently we have different algorithms, but I want to be in yours.
Never mind.
No. I want to know all about
It's
it.
a
Go on.
It's a video.
You will find it and you will send it to me and we'll link it in the description.
There's a video of these people on a beach doing like man on the street.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
get those all the time where the guy's interviewing just fucking sluts on spring break. Like,
Yes, and
do you like a thumb in the butt? Yes or no?
there's
Hack.
shirtless black dudes. One guy's built like a fucking fridge, and he's like, "And my shit is 8 inches and thick." And I was like,
dude.
"Fucking
Good for
yeah,
you, bud.
right there with you, buddy."
Good for you,
Sorry.
bud.
I hope one day to strut with that confidence on the
Yeah.
beach myself one day.
I feel bad for the 450-pound white woman you're going to impale later.
But she is gonna pick him up in her car.
That's true. In her Ford Festiva.
I think we got.
Speaking of Cookie Monster pajamas,
I think
I
we
thought you
got,
said, speaking of Cookie Monsters.
I'm about to be a Cookie Monster.
Okay.
I'm getting hungry. I think we got matchup of the day right now.
Is this the last one?
No, second to last.
Okay.
But we got Dolly Madison, the front runner of the whole goddamn contest, versus
Duke University.
versus Grace Coolidge.
Wow.
This one's hard, dude.
Oh, wow. Here's the thing.
I got my pick though.
I went and actually looked up other pictures of Dolly Madison or other paintings of Dolly Madison.
Can't
Not-
do that.
not
You
great.
Can't do that.
I know.
But they were portraits of her when she was severely older.
When she was this picture, 38.
Grace Coolidge is a dime.
Yep. Even in a painting.
Oh, man. D-Mad, you're so hot, but
I don't believe in nothing anymore.
Dolly Madison. Dolly Madison. Sorry.
No, I want to give this like sincere thought because I don't want to go just off the strength of
The initial fucking...
Yeah, our
Of
initial
the
reaction.
uns.
Of the uns.
Are they
Were they
real
allowed to
uns, or are
have-
they just pushed up so high that like?
Were they allowed to have cleavage back then?
Obviously,
Illegal?
Yes,
Obviously.
yes. Have you seen women with
That-
corsets on?
that-
if you were a part of high society, you could.
It was
in, like,
actually kind of like a huge thing because they all wore corsets.
But in the pictures, like I guarantee you, in that time, people were like, oh, "It's borderline pornography," you know.
I
It's
don't
like,
think so.
Great. Coolidge though. What's
She's
up?
so fucking hot.
Yeah, she's-
I'm going Coolidge all the time.
She's business class, man.
She's librarian hot too.
yeah.
Yeah.
If she has a pencil,
That's like boardroom hot.
if she has a pencil and like stuck in the back of her hair, I will yeet all over my fucking kneecaps.
She looks like Karen Hill.
Don't ever ask me about my business. Oh fuck, Dolly,
No, that's Kay Corleone.
my bad. No, he's like, never ask me about my business. What?
Yeah, that's Kay.
No,
That's
it's
Diane
not.
Keaton.
She said
You're
it to
thinking of The
fucking-
Godfather.
They said to Karen Hill too.
No.
Yes.
Karen was no, because Karen was always under the understanding to not ask about it.
Yeah,
And
Karen
She was a whiner for one thing.
Yeah.
Her fucking voice.
She whined about him fucking around. She didn't whine about like how he made a living.
I know that fucking whine because it's in front of one of the fucking hardest Today songs. Has I look in your face and I know that you're lying. Yeah, but yeah, I'm sorry, she's hot, but her voice is nails on a chalkboard.
That scene. Just,
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Lorraine Bracco could still get it.
absolutely.
No, I'm not saying
Full head of gray hair
visually. Yes.
nowadays, and
That
still
voice,
a fucking dime piece.
that voice is bad.
No.
I know she's probably fucking fun too,
Oh hell yeah.
Lorraine Bracco. As soon as she wiped off Henry's gun,
You know what?
she was down.
I guarantee that's not the first. She's seen real pistol whippings, not just fictional ones. But still, yeah, I'm sorry, Grace Coolidge. Sorry, Dolly.
Grace all day, dude.
You of all people?
Yeah.
So no matter what I pick, Dolly's out.
All right, you know what?
What an upset.
I'll bet. I'll duck. What?
No, don't put this on me.
No,
Why
no.
you put it on me?
You pick.
You fucking Judas.
You pick. All right, look.
I pick Grace, dude.
What do you pick, Dolly?
God damn it.
There's a strong case made against Dolly today.
Other pictures.
Other pictures.
I
and
did
just-
look up other pictures and they were not as flattering.
No.
as
and
that.
just like this.
Not even close.
That could just be like her best shirt,
And this is how we're going to how we're going to determine my answer.
blouse, whatever.
That's the picture that's on her dating app profile.
Bars.
And then the second one is her looking like with her tits up at the beach. Yeah.
Grace, dude. Hell yeah.
Pick who you want, Mike. I'm not picking yet, and we'll figure it out a different way. I'll go ahead.
That's not very accountable of you.
No, hold on.
I think I still have to go Dolly.
All right. Number between 1 and 10. Between 1 and 5, I've picked an answer.
No.
Between-
You got to go with your heart. Go with your heart.
This isn't about fucking.
Yeah.
We're not playing
This is not a
games
coin
here.
toss. This is you. I want you to go strictly off your feelings.
This is misogyny only. No fucking parlor tricks and games
Why did you match these two up?
because I knew it would be tough.
That's
But the
actually-
tough matchups aren't supposed to happen until later rounds.
That's not for us to determine.
The early round seeds are supposed to be low seed, high seed. I'm not trying to put.
All right. This is really superficial, but I've come to my answer by one reason and one reason only. Hair color. Tom knows what my answer is because hair color and skin complexion. Tom, which should I pick?
I guess you picked Dolly.
Yeah. I love pale redheads.
I don't know why I had to fucking build it up like
I
that.
love
but-
pale redheads.
Was she a redhead though, or was she just like a?
Shut up, Mike!
Was she like a fair-haired like brunette?
I fucking went to your side, dickhead. Just take it.
I'm not
Yeah.
picking a side. I'm
I-
just choosing the one that I feel deserves to win.
Back then, redhead wasn't that popular. So if they painted you as a redhead, you were a fucking redhead.
Okay,
That is a great point, actually.
you convinced me.
Sorry,
It's not
Grace.
like redheads now where people actually like redheads. This is the era of fucking Scarlett Johansson and fucking Christina Hendricks. Like, they love redheads. Back then, it wasn't the case. Back then, it was brunettes over blondes like a fucking weirdo.
Christina Hendricks.
Oh God,
I would.
I've never seen the show she's on,
Mad Men is amazing.
Never
dude.
seen it.
So good.
but I know every picture ever of her. I was like, jeez.
It's so good.
Christ. She has titty freckles.
I would drag my dick through a mile of broken glass just to drink a cup of her bathwater.
Who said that?
It's some comment I read one time, long time ago.
Oh.
It's so funny.
The
though.
one my dad taught me was like, I would drag my dick through a mile of broken glass just to sniff the tire tracks of a laundry truck that hauled away her dirty laundry.
That's funny too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Laundry trucks haven't existed since 1910, but
Yeah.
I get the sentiment.
All right.
This is the last one.
Last matchup of the
Promise
day.
me this one's not as hard.
The other ones have
it
been
might be.
harrowing. They've been harrowing as fuck, dude.
This one might be harrowing, might not be.
You're not a good matchmaker. I'm just gonna put it out there.
I disagree.
I love you, but
That's more compelling, honestly.
I mean, yeah, it makes for better content, I guess.
Yeah.
You
It's
couldn't.
not. It's not fair.
Oh,
No
not
one-
at all, but it definitely.
No
it
one
could
could have
work on
made
that.
matchups better than I did. And I
Suck
put
your own dick.
Yeah,
I'll
I
put
was on your team, and now you got cocky. Fuck you, dude.
I'll put my whole nuts on that statement.
Prove it. Prove it, pussy.
Not on you. No, don't let the best picture I could find of the one on the right is with a guy with her husband, but just try not to let it influence you too much. This is Lady Bird Johnson.
Hey, as long as he's white, am I right? No, sorry.
Jesus Christ. Lady Bird Johnson versus Babs. Barbara Bush. That is an equal contest.
It is. Lady
It's
Bird,
tough too.
Babs.
I'm way up in the air about this. I have no idea where to go.
I don't think I've seen a single photograph or video footage of Lyndon B. Johnson smiling. HW, happy as a clam,
It's true.
especially in that
To
picture.
his dying day.
Especially in that picture. And how soon did he die after Babs kicked off?
Immediately.
Matter of months.
Really? Was it that
Yeah,
soon?
it was.
Because I thought
Less
he
than a year.
My man didn't want to
Really?
be anywhere
Yeah.
near this planet without his wife.
I didn't
Babs,
even realize
Babs
that.
all the way.
Here's my reason I picking who I picked. I'm going Babs. Because Babs's facial, like the smile, looks natural.
Yeah.
Whereas Lady Bird, yes, it's a great smile. Don't get me wrong, but it does look like when the guy's like, all right, we took the picture. She's probably like, and it just went straight to
Lit up a smoke.
or went straight to angry face. Whereas Babs was like, she still's like, oh, you did a great job taking that picture. You're so cute and all that. Like, yeah, it just, yeah, Lady Bird. Also, fucking, I'm not yelling out Lady Bird when I blow a nut. That's fucking weird.
It was her nickname.
I might.
So's Babs, dickhead.
Barbara? Barb? I would
Honestly,
yell
I'm not
Barb.
yelling out Barbara either. I'd rather yell out a dude's name than Barb.
Well, he used to call her Bar. That was
oh,
like
that's even worse.
Bar.
that was his pet name for her in the Simpsons episode.
Bar. Yeah, I'm going Barbara Bush. Valiant effort from Lady Bird Johnson, but I'm sorry,
Yeah,
sweetheart.
Babs takes it.
Going Babs.
I would have also picked Babs too. I
She,
think.
her just the smile and the demeanor looks more genuine than Lady Bird.
That was what really swayed me in the end there.
And
I agree.
When I said that Laura Bush had to suck out the post 9/11 cum out of
The
his
Gulf
dick,
War stress was just as
she had to
bad.
suck out Gulf War and before he was president, all the psychopathic CIA shit he did.
Dude, fucking
Yeah. The fact that he might have been some part of the Kennedy assassination or whatever.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of evidence
Yeah.
to it.
Barb's did her share as well, dude.
that's
she
why.
got-
That's why she didn't age well.
Yeah. She got skeletons, bro. But that evil lived a long time.
Yeah. So if you're a first lady and you're
Please call in.
and you're guy fuck me, I had a joke, but that's way funnier.
Hey, Tommy, first time,
God.
long time.
Yeah, God damn it. So yeah, I was married to
I was married to.
and you're like, yo, he had like this trait deficit. I sucked it out of him. Like, Jesus Christ.
We got Babs on line too. Babs,
Yeah.
you're on the air.
I was just gonna say something about how I respect wartime wives more than presidents who didn't have to deal with shit. But God, yeah, yours was funnier. Fuck me.
That rules.
I'll eat it. I'll go eat a bullet. Oh fuck.
So now we're down to the final, semi, quarter. Well, the next matchup will be the quarterfinals.
This is the Sweet 16.
When do you want to start
Yeah.
actually bringing in like stuff that they've done,
Like
more than just pictures?
Semis.
The final, like the last 16 or whatever.
The Elite 8. That's when we'll do that.
That's what it's
So
called?
then the round after the next round
Okay.
is when we'll dig a little deeper.
Dude,
I think
next
also-
time's going to be brutal.
I think the next round will be a good time to do it with guests, maybe.
I agree.
Because I'm going to put in some work, and I think I'm going to do more than one photo.
They can have insight, but their vote does not count.
Sure, because
Here's why.
there's 3 of us.
You can't have a 2-2
so
tie.
Exactly.
there's 3 of us.
Yes.
And maybe their arguments can influence
Yeah,
us.
they can influence,
yes,
but they
definitely.
can't. They don't
but
get a vote.
They can lobby, but they can't they can't pass the bill.
Yes. Yes, that's very fair.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yo, we're seamless.
Tournaments rule.
I know, maybe I was wrong about. No, I'm not wrong about sports, but brackets and betting seems pretty sick.
Dude, where's
Dude, the one thing I've said this before on this podcast and off podcast a billion times over. The one thing I'm glad I never got into was sports betting.
scary shit.
I have friends and people I look up to, like responsible adults. That's their vice, and they can't fucking get that monkey off their back.
Dude,
I'd rather you be an alcoholic.
Yeah,
straight up, dude. One of the smartest people I've ever known in my life.
Speaking of March Madness, I have so many coworkers who were like shaking like fucking literal dope fiends this week because they were laying like crazy like multi-leg parlays on like all the games in the tournament. And I'm like, why do you do this to yourself?
Right.
Yeah.
You're like giving yourself like a stockbroker level ulcer over like $100 bet.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's not that big.
I won't say who it is, but like one of the most brilliant artists I've ever had the pleasure of knowing on a personal level was into the gambling shit hardcore.
Not me then.
Hardcore. Had like more than double my total, like just an astronomical number, and like got around it and got their hands on it. And I was like, fuck. That's the scariest fucking thing.
I
this
think
is
I
like-
respect money too much.
Money shit is so scary to me.
Back in December, we did a weekend in Atlantic City for a friend of mine who turned 40. We got a hotel, like got like a couple rooms, and like just spent the weekend down there because that's what we wanted to do. He was like, I want to hit a bunch of games. Like we'll go out to like some nice dinners together. Like maybe go to a show or something. Like I just want to have everybody together in one spot. And it was like we went there. We checked in Friday night. Like went out. Everything was fine. Everybody woke up Saturday morning. We were all a little hungover. We're like, let's go to the sports book room and just like get like a couple like breakfast beers and just like chill and like watch whatever game is on and just like get our sea legs before we like go out and start gambling for the day or doing whatever we want to do. And it's like not even 10 a.m. and like the sports book is filled with these like dudes who look like they've been up for days. Absolute
degenerates.
Like head in their hands, like freaking the fuck out over some fucking college, not even like Division I game that's on whatever monitor they're watching, but they're laying God knows how much money on it. And I'm like, how do you live like this?
Yeah.
Like even people who are like financially stable, like why do you put yourself through that? Like there's way better hobbies that are more of a thrill and not like a huge financial burden either.
Yeah. I never was ever really a gambler.
Just gambling in general, but definitely sports betting is like the big one that like I feel is like so not worth it.
Only gambling I ever did is
like to me that's worse than like someone sitting at a table in a casino all day and just pissing chips away.
The most I ever did was when I was working cutting meat, customers, and even now is what I do now. There's customers as like instead of giving you a tip for like a Christmas gift,
right?
They will give you scratchers.
Yeah,
that's it. But one of the first times I actually went to Atlantic City for something other than hardcore. I went and Matt's old band, Looking Forward. They're like, yo, those guys loved Atlantic City and gambling. They're like, look, we're going to Atlantic City. We got to go through Delaware. Do you want to come hang? I said, yes, I would love to hang the fuck out. And I went and hung out. And they had this dude with him. I don't even remember his fucking name. Matt, let me know his name. But when I got there, first off, the basis I'm looking for this dude Kevin just handed me, I think it was like a $50 chip, because he was fucking just winning. He's like, just go do what you want with it. And I lost it within like an hour, whatever. But this one dude that was just hanging out. He wasn't in the band, but he was with everybody, just hanging out. We were there maybe, I'd say, hour and a half. He's just like, we go over there, and he's just like sitting in this chair off around nobody, head in his hands, like face down, just like rocking back and forth. We're like, what the fuck's wrong with you? He's like, the rent. I spent the rent. I spent the grocery money, blah, blah, blah.
Don't gamble what you can't afford to lose.
He blew
man.
everything.
That's rule number one.
And all of us, like, I went there with money, but I respect money so much that I'm not going to gamble. Because, I don't know when the next bunch of money's coming in. So I had money on me, and he was like, I spent this. I gave him $100. And a lot of the other people that were just fucking there, just hanging out with us and came with us, we're like, all right, well, we're going to give him this money so he can pay his rent or pay some of his rent. So because he's like, I'm going to go home with my wife. She's going to fucking kill me, blah, blah, blah. And we're just like, this is fucking sad. He was a nice guy, great guy. And just like, it just fucking kiboshed the entire fucking trip. Yeah, we're like,
that's scary shit, dude.
I did keep $10 so I can get a fat sandwich from the food trucks on the way home, but
As you do.
I was just like, actually no, I kept a little bit more of that because I bought him a fat sandwich too. But like, it was just like the way he was wrecked, and we'd only been there an hour and a half, and he was just like, I don't know what I'm going to do, and he was desperate. And I was like, we've been here an hour and a half, like this is nuts. So I was like, yeah, this is nothing.
On the contrary, I've walked past games or like slots at like 8 a.m. when I woke up and like went down into the lobby, like meet up with people. We would like go out to breakfast or walk around, and the same person sitting at that table or that slot machine is there at 10 p.m. when we like are going back to the room for the night.
And they're there at 8 o'clock in the morning.
They're still there, same clothes, like haven't budged. They're just pumping money into this slot machine, or they're playing this game. Never left. I'm just like, I don't relate to your lifestyle.
Like you see the things that
never
like the people posted up at like
I can scratch my gambling itch literally once a year at the most.
I bet on the Super Bowl every year.
And it's like
$50. That's it.
If I have to get dragged to a casino because it's somebody's birthday or somebody just wants to have like a crazy weekend or whatever,
Yeah.
like there's other shit I can do to like be happy.
Yeah.
Like I can go to a nice restaurant, or I can just walk around and get fucked up at all the bars and just like walk around and people watch and have a great time and not spend $1 on anything that I'm not getting back.
Yeah.
I'm not getting a return on that $1. Like fuck that.
But you've seen the videos. It's
I'll
like,
play a couple games, and then like when I realize I'm not winning anything, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like I can turn that switch off.
But
there's too many people I know that can't.
You've seen the videos though of like the old ladies that are like they're posted up at one slot and they won't go to another slot if that machine's not paying out. They will stay on that one slot machine the entire time.
They have a machine that they prefer.
And like there's videos of like old people, and sometimes not even that old people, pissing themselves at the fucking slot. Like you just like it's like you just see it like pulling at the bottom of the stool because they refuse to get up and piss because they think someone's going to come along
and take the
machine. And then the one time that person sits down and pulls the arm,
God help you,
it's going to pay out and get like millions of dollars, and they're going to miss out.
Yeah.
And first off, it's like, you're 99. What are you going to do with $1 million? You'll be dead in like 6 weeks.
On the contrary to that, the one time Bill Burr did a show at the Showboat. This was like a couple summers ago. He might be listening to this right now. Mike Buells, he's a friend of ours.
Oh yeah, Bullsy.
And, and he follows the show
from Get Even.
Yeah, he wasn't Get Even.
Yeah.
Fuck. Why'd you remind me of that?
Don't let him forget it either.
Well, he's actually like he's a super accomplished chef now.
He's welcome to come on anytime he wants to.
He's the sous chef at fucking Lincoln Financial Field now. So
good for you, buddy.
It's been a long way. He's come a long way from playing bass and Mike Green's fucking beatdown.
Fucking Chichester band, yeah.
He was with us. We went on like a group trip for the weekend. It was Labor Day weekend. I remember we got like a Airbnb down the shore and went to see Bill Burr at the Showboat. We're waiting in line. The line's like around the concourse at the Showboat. So what are you within arm's reach of when you're standing in line in the concourse?
Slots.
So Mike is just like, I got a couple bucks in my pocket. I'm going to play some slots while we're standing here fucking holding our dicks.
Yeah.
He hits for $3,000.
Fuck yeah.
Pulls the lever once, hits for fucking $3,000.
That would be the best day of my life, I think.
There's at least 6 people within like 5 feet of him that were like, you motherfucker,
Yeah.
we've been here for 2 days. People, he should have left there because he probably had people slashing his tires.
We were also like walking into the show and we're like, all right, like this is $3,000 that we literally like. This is the equivalent of finding $3,000 on the ground.
Yeah.
Literally.
So, and like Mike is one of those guys that understands that logic. Like when you find money or you fall into some money, you spend it on some shit that you wouldn't otherwise.
Of course.
The Stringer Bell logic from season 2.
Yeah.
Or no, that's 1. So we went to the titty bar that night and had a fucking grand old time.
Or he's like, yeah, wings for my boys.
Didn't
What's up?
spend a single dollar out of pocket.
Shit rules.
Had fucking fantastic fucking evening on nobody's dime because Mike is a fucking team player.
Well, it's like I told you when like Kevin from Looking Forward gave me a $50 chip and said, do what you want with it. I ended up winning like $250 playing blackjack.
So I'm sure you gave him his $50 back.
I gave him his $50 back plus 50 to even it out, right? But like I said, I stopped right away because I was like, I'm up. And if I I wanted to give him an extra 50 just to like thank you, but I was like, I'm up 150. I was like, I'm done. And I would have kept that 150 and just fucking stretched it out. But then fucking dude was like, oh, my rent. I was like, here's the 150, you know. But
You still lost nothing.
But
I came up and like I gave that guy Kevin the money. He's like, so you're going back to the table, right? I'm like, no.
See, that's his fucking problem.
With $30, and right now, technically, I'm up $250. I'm not fucking testing the waters. I'm cool.
So part of you feels like you did the right thing,
Yeah.
but part of you probably also felt like I'm enabling this behavior. Like this guy's gonna feel like he got off easy.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I
And
still
like
don't want to get beat up by his wife, you know.
yeah,
But-
that too.
It was just funny how they mad at the world. Like you're up 250 and you stopped. I'm like, yeah, I've never been up for anything in my life.
But it's like, what would have happened if like you handed that guy the money and you were like, here, like, hope this helps you make the rent this month,
Yeah.
and then he just like scurries off and starts hitting up machines again.
I would beat him up.
I would fuck his day up.
Yeah,
dude.
like
I would knock his legs out from under him.
Absolutely.
I don't like to sound like a cynic, but like I feel like more people would do the latter. Like they would be like, oh, like
I think the reason he didn't also
I just broke even. I can go gamble some more now.
because there was like little less than a dozen of us, and everybody there gave a substantial amount of money to this guy.
Yeah, he was fine.
So he came home with something.
Probably came home with
wasn't-
more.
No, it wasn't as much as he lost.
Didn't come home with a life lesson though.
But yeah, but it was definitely like, hey, I lost this amount, but here's this. It's like, say he lost $1,000, he came home with $800.
You think he told the truth?
Of course not.
Never.
I don't think
But say he
so.
lost $1,000, he came home with $800. But enough of us there, almost all of us there gave him money. The fact that if he would have gone and gambled more, not just me or one other guy would have got mad. Everybody would have got mad at him.
Killed him.
Yeah. So he smartly was just like, we actually didn't end up staying more than I think maybe an hour more. Then we went and fucking ate at a
The only
buffet.
life advice I could give either of you that's worked out splendidly for me, if either of you get married, share 0 accounts.
Fuck that.
Keep everything that's in your name, and
Yep.
let her keep everything that's in her name. And when the time comes to pay bills, you pay your end, but you don't share jack fucking shit. That way, if you do ever end up in a pickle or a financial windfall,
yeah, I think
like it's your debt or your.
I wouldn't do it because I don't
Come
want
on.
her to see how much I'm really struggling when it comes to money.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
this
There
is
come-
how
there
broke
comes
you
a-
are, motherfucker.
There comes a point where you can't hide that anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
well, yeah, if you're struggling so much that you can't hide it, that's a different
Yeah.
story.
No matter
but-
how ashamed
I
you
still
are.
want to put it off for as long as I possibly can.
Yeah, like I've had points in my life and my marriage where like I was doing really well and not as well, and it's just like I don't want to be judged for either. And I'm sure she feels the same way because even from the jump we were like we share nothing.
You're both
we have-
teachers. You both understand.
Yeah, we have a single shared savings account that we just leave alone forever.
Kind of like an oh shit fund.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like money that we got at our wedding, and like every once in a while we'll dump a couple hundred in there just to like keep
good.
the account active.
Yeah.
But other than that, like we don't touch that.
I have one too.
And that's the only shared account we have. Everything else is separate. Like we split everything 50-50, like bills, you know, any like errands we got to run. Like we always split everything down the middle, and that's never an issue. But it's never like, oh, like how much did you make this month? Like this needs to be.
It also kind of helps that you both do the same work.
Well, that too. Yeah.
It'd be different if you were a teacher and she was like
I know
an astrophysicist.
I know so many teachers who are married to people who aren't,
Yeah.
and they've gotten divorced. Because it's like people who like you just don't know, you come from like different worlds.
Yeah.
And like I'm sure it's true in every other profession too. Like if it works out better if you can relate to that person's
Yeah.
like day to day.
Yeah. The day-to-day trauma. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's times where like I don't come home till like 10, 11 o'clock at night from work.
She doesn't question it at all.
She doesn't
She's
question
like,
it. And
Because
just
there's nights she's done it.
yeah, and vice versa. Like she'll come home because she's union president at her district. So she's
Sick
like,
flex.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's like constantly locking horns with an administrator or a fucking board member
Yeah.
over some shit that they're
Anytime
trying.
someone has a beef, she has
Every
to go
time somebody
mitigate.
has a
Yeah.
beef, she's got to go to bat for
Yeah.
them, whether she agrees with what they did or not, or didn't do.
Solidarity.
Yeah, and like I'm a building rep for my union too, so like I get like the tip of that iceberg. She gets the whole fucking thing, and I'm just like, I don't know how you do it. Like I come home wanting to fucking eat a bullet, just dealing with like building related shit. You're dealing with the whole fucking thing.
District, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, granted, it's a way smaller district than where I am, but I'm just like, I don't know how the fuck you do it. I don't know how you come home. Like she comes home at 10 o'clock. I'm like, I don't know how you're home this early.
No amount of money extra is worth that headache.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. Well, that's why she's not re-upping her term.
When I did,
She's got one more month and she's done.
when I was meat
Nice.
cutters union, my boss was actually the shop store, which is technically illegal. He told me how much more he makes doing it, and it equates to about $8 extra an hour.
Her stipend's not even like an advisor or coach stipend. It's like half of what like an advisor or a coach would make, which is why she's not re-upping her term. And now she's coaching softball in the spring.
Yeah.
She's like, A, my stipend is bigger. B,
Headaches.
the athletic fields are off campus, so nobody can come find me and bitch to me or bring their beefs to me.
Yeah,
Like,
no one's
I'm-
calling you 24
Yeah,
hours a
she's
day.
like, I get to leave a period early and I'm off campus, so nobody can come find me. Plus, I get to play
sick.
outside for like an hour and get fucking paid for it.
It's like,
Yeah.
do you want me to be angry at home or do you want to see me hit dingers?
Yo, 100% of the time.
Dingers. Shout out to Brittany, Mark McGuire.
Mark McGuire. Let's do some homework.
You want to do homework or you want to do a pee break?
Well,
Ooh,
I
yes.
guess it sounds like you need a
break?
pee break.
Yeah, I gotta.
I can pay. I can hold it too. Now, each week, Tom and I assign each other a piece of music, a piece of comedy, or a combination of both to report back on the following week. Last week, we didn't have a guest.
No,
We didn't have a guest. We got stood up by our own co-host on his birthday. He had to go to Arby's and get his free 2 for $5 fucking beef and
Wait.
cheddars.
That's a thing?
I wish.
Oh fuck!
No, it's 2 for $6 actually.
I got excited.
I got the
Actually, I got bummed out because I missed an opportunity.
2 for $6.
Inflation.
I beat up the brisket sandwich. So last week was just this was me and little Tommy. You want to go first? Or you want me to go first, bud?
I can go first.
Go nuts, Dave.
The funniest thing happened when we assigned each other a mutual homework assignment.
Tell me about it, sweetheart.
Netflix pulled an April Fool's joke on us.
I don't think it was a joke for some reason.
That's how the article made it sound.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It said
But it wasn't a good one.
in a shocking turn of events, or maybe not so shocking turn of events.
Tom and I had a group homework assignment of the new Nimesh Patel special that was supposed to drop April Fool's Day.
You guys didn't send me this homework.
I sent a picture of it in the management chat.
It's in there.
Promise. Anyway, it was supposed to drop on April 1st, and it did not. And they said in the article that later this year they will be releasing a different special of his.
Yeah, apparently they scrapped it, the first one. I mean, The way they're talking about it, it sounds like maybe it could be for the best.
Fuck me.
Did you see it?
I see it now.
Oh, good, dude. Really mad you skipped over a band called Crime Dog, though, right?
Well,
Is it like just dogs barking over the crime rate demo?
You'll have to stay tuned and find out, sir.
yeah.
This highlight is fucking dog shit.
Speaking of dogs,
Yikes.
which one is that one?
This is the regular IPA.
You hear that, Justin Krause?
I also-
IPAs are fucking
I also
dog shit.
don't really care for IPAs. Why am I still drinking it?
I think we know why.
I'm an alcoholic.
Well, I'll start with the Crime Dog Vile Justice EP.
Dog.
It is Crime
It's spelled that way,
DAWG.
too.
Fuck yeah, it is.
I said OS feel. It sounds foreign, and then I looked it up. Ah, yes, they're from Germany. In face, Bull reminds me a lot of, or in fact, Bull reminds me a lot of the other Bull from Violation. It sounds like Violation and Brace War or something had a baby. For a taste of it, it's just okay. I guess 5.5 out of 10.
I don't know what any of that meant.
You ever heard the band Violation?
I liked Violation.
I did too.
I know Brace War.
The singer sounds a lot like that dude.
Isn't that Ace's band?
No,
I thought Ace was in Brace War.
no, he was in a band called Breakaway. Later, Brace War was pre.
Was it Ace in
Pretty
Iron
bad.
Boots?
No, I think you're thinking of Ryan Braces, who sang for Brace War.
Oh, I don't know. I know from there is that Ryan Grote dude. Anyway,
Doesn't matter.
Ipso facto.
Oh, stop it.
Stop it.
You've become what you hated.
Go ahead, bud.
Oh, should I do the other band now?
Might as well.
I got you. The other thing that you assigned me was a band called Sewer Hall, Emetic Fluid Transaction. Now, I learned from their Bandcamp, formerly they were called Sloth, two-piece gore grind band from Denmark, formed in 2023.
My name's Dennis Mark. That's my fucking first name, dude. That's sick.
Interesting. Go to Greenland.
Denmark.
I can't. Fucking Trump's gonna sell it.
We believe in gut-wrenching riffs and trash can snare supremacy.
Fuck yeah.
And then it started playing, and I wrote, "Oh fuck yeah, this is what I'm talking about." For fans of Sandwich Tookabog / more coherent Toilet Slam, I swear to God, I wish this was an hour long. This scratched an itch for me I didn't realize was itching. I loved it. 9 out of 10.
Nice.
I thought it was fucking fantastic.
Toilet Slam.
Toilet Sam's a fucking sick genre.
A great fucking...
It's like, how are you gonna recreate those vocals live? It's just like a bubbler.
Effort.
It's fucking nuts, dude.
I don't know. I've watched live footage from Obscene Extreme Fest, and some of those vocalists pull it off.
But
I don't know if they have like a...
You know what's crazy,
if they
though?
have an effects pedal on their
Oh,
microphone.
fucking, like I said earlier, fucking dude from Origin, the bass player is the guy who does the...
Yeah.
He did that shit while playing.
Yeah. But what's also equally as impressive is when they can't do that live. There's a band, we brought it up over here before, called Guttalax. The guy can do the guttural.
Yeah, that's one of the bands that I watched.
They're definitely play that fest.
Yeah.
He can do the lows perfectly fine. But the high, like that screechy thing, he's like, like there's like, you can tell that it's
Like
all just,
mini-me?
it's mic magic on the fucking, in the studio. Yeah, it's like,
Or it's just like the 30th take where he finally like got it.
yeah. This, yeah.
Because I've been there.
Live, it's, yeesh.
It's a lot. That's so funny.
You brought me 3 EPs. And
Damn, you would have really liked a couple of them, I think.
3 Ps.
one of them, no, I think all of these
well done.
you probably would have liked.
I accept that.
3 Ps is what we just did on our pee break.
Ah!
That is also true. Give him another one. There it is.
Shout out to Abu Umar. You gave me the Lock Slip self-titled record.
I'll still go listen to these. Don't think I'm gonna.
Yeah. A less grindy version of early Dillinger before they got all stupid. Not bad, but kind of forgettable. I really liked the time I spent with it. It was cool, but after it was over, I forgot it instantly. So I went back and listened a second time, and I was like, "Hey, this is cool. I like this." But then as soon as it was over, once again, I forgot it. But it really has a vibe of Dillinger before they're like, hey, do you know what I can do with my guitar? Type vibe, you know what I mean? Like, if you take the 3-song EP they did on their first Relapse thing,
Under the running
On the
board.
running board.
yeah, if you did like take that, dumb it down a little bit, this is kind of what this reminds me of, and I do like it. But it's just, maybe it was just the day I listened to this, but yeah, I just kind of was like, as soon as it was over, I forgot about it completely.
Yeah, sounds like
It was
the
very
day.
interesting. It was cool, and I will listen to anything they put out.
I'm really curious
Posted.
to see what they do next.
Yeah, yeah. Well, where are they from and shit?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I kind of like that, but then sometimes it kind of bites you in the ass. Like, I like going into something where I don't know who they are, where they're from, anything about them. I like just going in blind. But then it's like, if you really like it, you're like, well, how the fuck am I going to track down more shit when you finally like come out with new shit? But you know, it's a double-edged sword.
Internet.
Shut up, Mike. You
Such
also
a teacher answer.
brought me something that
How
I
will the
heard.
kids get home? I don't know. Internet.
How do we keep them out of gangs? I don't know, internet. You also brought me something that I actually have listened to and own. This Ultras 2 EP. The Ultras is the band. The second one is called Ultras 2. I know, shocking. Don't get me wrong, this rules, but shouldn't there be more vocals? It's pretty sparse for such a short record. Music-wise, fuck yeah, no notes. But lyrically, it's like, all right, it's about what, like 6 minutes long?
Something like that. It's real
There's
short.
about 2 minutes worth of like vocals, and then but it's not like, it's weird. Like the first song almost doesn't have them, and then the second time it doesn't kick in until like the 30-second mark. It's just weird. It's like you could have more, and it wouldn't take away from the release
It's true.
or anything like that, but it's just not there. It kind of makes me hope that the singer isn't a standalone singer, that he's actually a guy who plays guitar or bass as well. But it is very good. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I really do enjoy Ultras. But it's like, you guys could have more lyrics in here. Like, you don't have to write that much. It's like I said, it's only a 6-minute fucking release, but it is very good. You also brought me Goblin Smoker, Toad King. Mike, this
sounds like it would scratch several
Bro.
itches.
I know you. Honestly, all these I think will go right up your fucking.
Right up his ass.
Yeah, he would.
Oh.
You'd like all of these. Goblin Smoker, Toad King. Never will there be a better album cover. It's got a fucking Toad King, fucking Toe King. Wait. Toad King? Toe King? 37 out of 10. Now,
We're playing this on the ride back to your house.
we're not like, for people that listen to this podcast and know what me and Mike are into, Toad King, when we say that name, whatever pops in your head, it's exactly what it fucking sounds like.
Goblin
Yes.
Smoker.
The fucking, like, you sent me the cover of the new Sunburster LP, which we're all stoked for.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody prepare for that.
It's gonna be good.
I'm sorry, it's a great cover, but it's nowhere near as sick
I
as the Toad King
concur.
cover. You know why?
I haven't seen it. You're just describing it to me, and I already know it's
There's
better.
a fucking Toad King. Toad King, a fucking fat doink in front of like this fucking like fire pit that has like souls in it and shit.
Toads are tight.
Dude, it's so fucking sick, dude.
I'm like normally allergic to this kind of
Yeah.
music, and
The
it
fact
it
that
found
you recommended
me.
it blew
Yeah,
my fucking
you-
skirt up.
You
Yeah.
bringing this to the table, not just liking it, but referring it.
It found me,
And
of
it's
all
not
people.
lazy stoner sludgy shit. Like, it's only 3 songs, but those songs are 8 to 9 minutes. They're not. It's not a slouch.
So it's still an LP.
Yeah, it's not a slouch by any means. I was like, really, Tom? Really?
Yeah,
I don't.
Good on you, boy.
Look at you, dude. I'll tell you.
Our baby boys
like,
growing up.
Like stoner rock, like sludge metal thing, you kind of like it when you're younger, but it really starts to hit hard when you hit about 35. And then you're like,
bet it
yeah,
won't.
then you're like, I'm all in. I'm all in. I loved it, dude.
Even if you don't abuse any substances, you just get more miserable as you age. So this music still speaks to you.
Yes. Oh, fuck. Misery isn't strictly bound to drugs, son.
what do we got this week on the docket?
What do you got for me? Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
Yeah, why don't you go first?
Hold on, let me pull it up. To assign. Okay. Oh, fuck me. You want 2 records or you want a record and a comedy special? Pick one.
Give me the latter.
I forgot which one did I say second.
The one that we always do. Music and comedy.
Okay. This is a quick comedy special.
Always.
It's a quick comedy special. It's only about 30 minutes. It's by a guy named Matt Wayne. And it's called Take a Sniff. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong one. This is a full hour. The other one after it in the list is 30 minutes. This is a full hour. Matt Wayne, Take a Sniff. It's available on YouTube.
The one that finally just came out.
I don't know anything about it. I just knew the name because...
Wayne. Like
Matt
Wayne's
Wayne,
World.
Like, part of time. Excellent.
He's been Joe List's opener for like a year.
Yeah,
or
that's
so,
why
year and
the
a half.
name caught me. I was like, oh, I know that name, and I checked it out. The album is a band I think most of us are familiar with, but it's a record that not a lot of people sing the praises of compared to their other catalog.
Oh boy,
The band is Skinless. Are you familiar?
I am.
The album is Trample the Weak, Hurdle the Dead.
T-shirt band.
No.
Shut your fucking mouth, dude.
Stop it.
That's not against Skinless. I'm saying that people who don't listen to this band wear that shirt all the time.
There's so many shirts. Why do you gotta fucking take a band you don't listen to? That's so dumb.
Or like shit that I did when I was a young buck.
Okay.
Like I hear one song or 2 songs, I'm like, I like that band. Buy the shirt immediately. The first one I can find.
That's what being fat has always helped me because I can only buy shirts of bands that actually made fat shirts.
So that I could wear it out in public and they'd be like, oh, he likes Skinless, he's cool. T-shirt band.
Dude, I was always too cool to do that.
Definitely.
No. Tom, what you got?
Let me see.
Or Mike, what do you got? Yeah, well, Tom's the guy's paper there. You pull your notes up while we're
All right.
into this.
I got 2 records.
Okay.
One is a brand new release that's quite possibly my front runner for album of the year.
Ooh.
I know we're only in the first quarter, but this is my front runner. Band's called Mangled State.
Hey, Ohio, am I right, guys? Hey.
Album's called Learn to Suffer.
Community college you go to learn to that, huh? Guys, seriously. I'm just giving it away here.
This guy.
And to cleanse your palate from that release, I have an album by a young lady.
Ooh.
Album's called Quiet Light, or the artist name is Quiet Light. Album's called Going Nowhere.
All light's kind of quiet when you think about it.
She has a new release that came out this year. I didn't get to that yet. This is the older one that I've listened to more. So that's the one I want to recommend first, obviously.
I guess not like the bug zapper lights. Those are kind of noisy.
Yeah, they can get a little noisy.
Like,
Especially when a big thick boy gets in there.
But even without bugs, they're still kind of like,
Yeah, they're all like
they're buzzy. Yeah.
fucking currents and shit.
Fuck it.
Yeah, but when a big fucking chonker gets
That
in
shit's
there,
sick,
that shit sounds
dude.
like a fucking
What?
M80
Like, yo,
going
did a
off.
fucking cicada hit this thing?
Sounds
This is nuts.
Somebody cooking bacon?
What are we doing here? Tammy.
Okay. I have a comedy special and I have an album for you.
Ooh.
The comedy special is by a young lady named Carmen Lagala. It's available on YouTube and it's called Sweet Batch.
Tight.
And
It's a good title.
music, I have another EP.
My favorite Chips Ahoy release.
Oh, the Sweet
Fuck
Batch?
yeah.
Soft Batch.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And I have an
Dip it
EP.
in milk, it's even softer.
Oh, you go.
Yeah, you're fucking up. It's cookie talk, dickhead.
Douglas had to poop.
Your cookie talk.
Son of a bitch, dude. You win. You always do.
Band is called Mongrel.
His butt was all stinky.
Which album?
The album is called Baptized in the Gutter. Super new release by them.
They're still a band?
It's a new band.
Oh, it's not the same one?
I don't know who the same one is you're referring to.
The old PV band?
No, not them. This is a new band.
Well, la-dee-da. That's all we got for you this week. Please, for the love of Christ, if you want to support this show, Patreon.com/IRRANDILL.
Clom.
$3 a month gets you an extra episode a week and other goofball shit like Larry just being angry at stuff. Also, if you don't feel like spending money on us, share the clips. Tell your dickhead friends about the fucking podcast.
I think people are listening to our pleas because I've seen people sharing shit lately.
And we
I like
love
it.
you for it.
I love that shit.
And if you don't even want to do that, comment on the clips we do post. Just say, hey, Dennis is fat. Tom is gay. Anything like that. Also,
Laughing face emoji.
Yeah.
Middle finger emoji.
eggplant emoji. You know, like lady dancing emoji.
Chair emoji.
Yeah, I love the chair emoji. It's so sick. It's like, do I sit on it? I don't know what to do. But that also drives up the algorithm that helps us out too. If you see us on YouTube, give us a thumbs up or just, go in the comments and just, I don't know, make an ASCII picture of a penis. Like, do something fun. Like, help us get the name out. Or we really appreciate people that have been rocked with us since day one and do what we ask them to. Basically, just Steve Greathouse.
Yeah. He's a great listener.
He is, dude.
One of the better ones
boy.
for sure.
Lanky freak.
And I will say also, if this is audio, most people take this podcast in by listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
These episodes of this bracket, watch it.
Yes.
Because I put in a lot of work to these fucking videos.
Editing boy put in he's putting in the video, which is available on YouTube. He is actually putting in the pictures of the first ladies, so you can see what we're talking about and make your own little things. Hey,
comment that maybe.
Yeah.
If you disagree,
say Rose Carter is a piece of shit bitch pig.
don't you fucking dare.
And I will fucking come to your house and fucking fight you 1-on-1. Win or lose, I don't give a shit. It's Rose. I'm going down.
We need a montage of Tom with like bags under his eyes, like chain smoking in the editing room, like
chuffing back darts.
My L-shaped desk.
Just me pacing back and forth. I can't believe you fucking said that about Rosalind.
Dolly Parton's 9 to 5 playing in the background.
I'll see him more like Bob Seger turn the page, but that works. Anyway, it's a harrowing experience for everybody involved. Yeah. Anytime,
Not me, though.
Anytime we post a clip, just say like anything, any kind of a comment, say, thank God it's not Bill Durant, anything.
You said his name right.
It is. Oh, Bill Duracell. Fuck me. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Oh, yeah. It's 8 o'clock. I love you more than I can share. I love you twice as much tomorrow.
I
love you more than I can say.
Oh, yeah. I love you more than I can say. I love you twice as much tomorrow. Love you more than I can say. Oh, yeah. I miss you every single day. Why must my life be feel so long? I love you more than I can say. Thank you.